All right. Welcome to another episode of Spare Time. I'm your host, Carlos. And, of course, this episode is brought to you by Umpqua Survival. Best place in town to get some little stocking stuffers or Christmas presents. I guarantee that your old lady will probably thank you very graciously if you buy her something from us. But anyways, today my guest is Marine motivator, and he's actually my brother-in-law, Larry DeMar. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? And of course, my best friend Mike. What's up?
How you doing? Hello. We're back again.
You forgot what your fucking intro was.
No,
dude.
no.
I'm trying to change things up.
Changing it up for you.
I like how you say the whole stocking stuffer thing, because your sister-in-law came in here and spent my money.
Hey, those were
You know what I'm
stocking
saying?
stuffers.
Those were not stocking
They
stuffers.
were. She was telling me who they were for.
Yeah, okay, whatever. She lied to
By
me.
the way, I saw that I drew your name again.
Yeah, well,
I told Sarah, I said, "What? How is this random?" I said, "This is like the third time I've had to buy a present for Larry."
It's
for
kind of like
Christmas.
voting in Oregon. It's random.
well, I'm going to tell you what. You give the best gifts. And
Well, I'm pretty lazy now, so I don't give as good a gift.
no, but still, could you imagine me having, Sarah's grandmother? I mean,
I still somewhere in my closet, I've got a fucking sweatshirt that just has a big eagle on it.
right?
That was the last time.
I mean,
That was the last time she got me.
I mean, no offense. I'm a very thankful person, but Carlos Graham. I would rather get gifts from Carlos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, the cool thing is most of the people that are not great gift givers usually ask what you want. What should I get you for Christmas? You just need to be okay with saying, I'm good with a gift card.
Gift card.
Yeah, gift card
Find me a
is
gift card. Say, Amazon gift card. I'm good.
Something from the heart.
Yeah.
I'm cool. And a gift card screams something from the heart.
Yeah.
Hell
good
yeah.
stuff.
Hell
Especially
yeah.
if you don't know how to give gifts.
And if you don't know how to give gifts, you need to learn.
Anybody
Gift
that knows
cards.
me knows
That's what you do.
they can easily satisfy me with a bottle of whiskey.
Whiskey.
Or maybe a couple
Ooh,
cigars.
that would
and we're
work.
good to go, yeah.
How about a little shooter? Just a little.
Those are, dude,
Let me get.
those are for fucking drunks on an airplane.
Oh, okay. I can just get through.
Or in a corporate office.
Okay, so it's got to be like over 10 ounces. Got it. Let me write that down. 10 ounces.
But, whatever. I'm happy no matter what.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is a cool spot. Definitely.
Well, I've been trying to get you on for a long time.
I know. We've been
happy
talking
you're here.
about it. And we usually do it without a podcast. We usually talk trash and have good conversations.
I know. I have to be careful not to drink too much because we do a lot of racist trash talk. And I don't know that my freaking listeners will be down with that.
Hey, I'll be
all good.
listening to every episode. Man, let me hear some racist stuff.
Oh, shit.
Now, if they could only see your face, then they'd be like,
That's
oh,
right.
I get it. I get it.
Well, if they could see your face.
Well, if they could see my face. They call this chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
You're more of a what is that? A Swiss chocolate.
Yeah. I'm a light-skinned Mexican.
You
man.
are. You're one of those Telemundo Mexicans. They only put the light skin.
I just
Mexicans.
need the Eddie Munster haircut.
Right
and
there,
I'll be
you
good to
go. Welcome to Telemundo.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
That's
just
you,
a
buddy.
cup of powdered sugar. That's me. That's it.
Wait a minute, where did powdered sugar come from?
No, he said that's what he is.
You just- I just get sprinkled on shit. You know what I mean?
Damn powdered sugar. Oh my God. I've never heard anybody reference themselves as powdered sugar. Oh, it sounds so delicate. and
Everybody likes
That's-
it.
No, that's what happens when you get old.
Everybody likes it.
Oh, you mean dust?
That's what happens. That's
Dust.
what happens when Mike finishes.
Yeah.
He just shoots out powdered sugar.
It's like in your own, here it
It's kind of
comes.
sticky.
Yeah. Add moisture. Dehydrated shit.
Hey, we need to call that one guest back since he's talking about his powdered sugar.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I
Oh,
like
my God.
that, dude. That might be your new nickname.
Again?
For your
I made a
pouch
new
sugar.
nickname.
And if she's listening, I want her to know that I really enjoyed her performance on this show. Yes, it was beautiful.
Oh
It was
yeah,
beautiful.
dude.
Powdered sugar. Okay.
Oh, we have some awesome guests. I love it.
I know. So what are you going to hit me with today?
Well, probably not a whole lot of my listeners know who you are. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I am a 20-year-old resident, not 20-year-old, but I lived in Oregon for 20 years, moved here from Missouri, served in the military, a couple different branches in the military, and ended up in Oregon. And so after serving in the National Guard, I actually started working for a state agency in Bend where I work with the kids. And so that's what I do every day. I beat up Oregon's kids to try to make them better citizens. And it's been the best thing that ever happened to me. So it's a pretty good gig.
That's awesome. Where are you originally from?
St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
So the first 18 years I lived in St. Louis. My mom gave me an ultimatum. She said, hey, look, you got to get a job or you got to get out of my house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
right? So I said, well, I'm joining the Marine Corps. She says, no, you're not. I said, yep, I'm joining the Marine Corps. And so I went and talked to my buddy's uncle that was a recruiter. And next thing you know, he signed me up. And I went home.
You know when it's your buddy's uncle
Yeah.
that you're not getting any.
You're getting
truthful-
screwed,
There's
bro.
no screw.
Right.
He's just like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Right. So,
Just sign here.
oh, yeah. So I go in. I thought I was going to be a brain surgeon. And, turned out I was just out there training every day, just doing, what soldiers do and Marines do, train and, go overseas. That's about it. But with that being said, my mom never really thought I was going to join. She thought I was just messing with her because I joke a lot. And I said, well, I'm leaving in 2 days at 5 a.m. And so here comes the time. She's like, whatever. And next thing you know, I ended up, recruiter showed up at the door and I said, Mom, I love you. Because you feel like a man, right? You going into the Marine Corps, you're like, yeah, I'm a man. Yeah. And so I get in the car with the recruiter and I could just hear her sobbing. She just cried, oh, don't leave me. You want to charge me rent. I'm out of here. So, yeah. So I went into the Marine Corps and never looked back. And so
That's freaking awesome, dude. So what were you like as a kid, dude? What was things like in
this right here,
Missouri?
If you could describe me as a kid, like in school, I was the pencil sharpener guy. I was always at the pencil sharpener. Okay.
Try not to be sitting at your desk.
Yes. I was always cracking jokes, always at the pencil sharpener. And my middle name was Butt. Because every time my mom went and talked to the teacher, she would say, you know what, he's very intelligent, but. Right?
There's always an extra.
But
There's this.
Yeah, but
So you were the class clown?
yeah, man, I was a class clown. I wanted attention, and I think most of the time when
You
you
never
get
grew out of that.
no, I didn't.
Still searching.
But my wife's got me beat though, so I have to struggle with that because she's a bigger clown than I am. I hope she's not going to listen to it, but
No, she won't.
nah, she won't hear
She
this.
doesn't have this long of an attention span.
Yeah, no, and you actually know her better than me. So we're yeah, and I'm bet anybody listening to this probably knows her too. But yeah, man, just being a class clown growing up, it was
What were
pretty
you into?
crazy.
What kind of stuff?
Man, I play sports.
You were a baseball player. If
Baseball,
I saw things right.
yeah, soccer, baseball. Tried my hand at football. My mom didn't want me to play football, so I played mostly soccer and baseball.
I can't handle seeing you get hit by those other guys.
No, you ain't gonna play. You can't play You can't play football. You're gonna get hurt.
You ain't big enough.
Right? And so, still got hurt. I got hurt playing baseball. Ended my career in sports.
What happened?
Kind of went up to catch a pop fly in center field. I always play center field, and my right fielder ran into me and broke both bones in my left leg. And
Oh,
so-
shit.
Leg injury.
Oh, yeah.
How long did that lay you up?
Oh, about a good year. I was in
God
some
damn.
type of cast.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Dude.
And so there went my whole dream of being a sports star. So I went into the Marine Corps. They took me. They didn't care.
No.
So
You know.
there went your freaking whole
Yeah.
career as a Cardinal.
Yeah, I could have been playing next. I could have been playing next to Ozzie Smith or something. Who knows, right? But no, yeah, it totally screwed me up, and so here I am today. I still play sports in the Marine Corps, though. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play soccer in the Marine Corps. So
There's a Marine Corps soccer team?
there is a Marine Corps football team, soccer team, baseball team.
Really?
You name it.
Yeah, and I actually got paid to play sports in the Marine Corps
Well, be damned.
overseas.
That's cool.
Yep,
Yeah.
they just give you orders. They cut you orders, and all you do is practice all day, play sports, and so yeah.
That makes total sense though.
Yeah.
Now I think about it, I mean they've got everything else. Why wouldn't they have that?
Yeah, and they have all Marine teams, you know, and also they send people to the Olympics and stuff like that. I never was that good, but you know, I sponsored my base when we played, and so we played different bases from around the world and stuff like that.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Pretty cool stuff. So looking at his notes.
What else were you into as a kid, dude?
Oh, so
I did a little research
I
on
know
you.
you did. I know you did. So I was a band nerd. Okay, I was a band nerd. You probably didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that, no.
Yeah, I played the trumpet. I was
shit.
How are you gonna play sports and be in the band?
bro? It was a fine balance of being a nerd and trying to be cool.
Multitasking expert.
Yeah, I was in the marching band, wore those funny hats and stuff like that. But man, I did just about everything. I think it was just my personality just to keep busy and do stuff and just stay away from the house. So a lot of music and sports. I mean, I had 50 million things going on just to keep busy. You know what I'm saying? And studying wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
Right? Spent a lot of time at school, but I wasn't a fan of studying.
So what was your family life like? I mean, what did you have, some siblings? What'd your parents do?
I got a little brother. So my mom mostly raised us because my old man, he was a jerk. But it was just me and my little brother. And we're 9 years apart. So really, we were like strangers.
Yeah.
By the time I left the house, you know, he was still at the house. But mom raised us, very strict lady from the South. So it was her way or the highway.
No nonsense.
No nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Every day. Yes, ma'am. So grew up with that. Home life was pretty cool. I grew up in the era, though, that a lot of people can't enjoy. Light streets come on and you come home.
You get your ass home.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, get out the house.
I heard a story that you decided to take your freaking dad's company car out for a freaking joyride one time.
Okay. I hate my brother for that, but yes.
Yes.
So, you know, I wasn't getting much time behind the wheel. And so the family, I guess, went to the store, and of course I had to, you know, take this AT&T little station wagon out for a spin without permission. So I'm just tooling around thinking I'm cool. Scared shitless, of course. And I pull up, and as soon as I pull up, they pull up.
So you just kept on driving.
Did you wave?
You were like, fuck that. I'm not going yeah.
You didn't even wave or nothing?
I kept going, meh, meh, and then I went ahead. Needless to say,
Did you get your ass beat?
Needless to say, I got an ass whooping. Yes, sir, got an ass whooping.
Because that's what happened when we were kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And my brother's gonna get an ass whooping when I go home for Christmas
He's well deserved, right?
Oh,
for
gosh.
telling that story.
Why?
Because I know there's another story that he was talking about, and it had something to do with baseball. I already know.
You beat
I
up
already
on
know.
Mickey to tell you what I learned.
No, but the reason why I know this is
they go together.
Because those are the most embarrassing stories
No,
he can come
those
up
are the ones that we still talk about to this day during Christmas. Like when I go home next month to visit my family, I know they're gonna be, remember that time? Remember that time? And I'm like, dude, we say this every
You're
time.
like, no, I don't remember. I've done forgotten.
So shall I go into the whole?
That's funny, dude. I like that.
shall I-
You already
Yeah.
know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I'll tell you about the baseball thing. I'm not scared.
Let's hear
You're
it.
not scared?
I'll tell you, Little League Baseball.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
How old were you?
at my junior high, I think I was. Shoot, how old are you in junior high? Shit, I can't
13.
remember.
I don't know. I'm too old to know.
14.
That shit.
Yeah, I was about 12. I was about 12. You know, my family came to watch me play, and there's no restrooms. No restrooms. You ready for this? I'm about to shake up your podcast. So I got to go. And for some reason, my parents wanted to be just chatty Cathy that day, and I had to go. So I was by my middle school, and I was like, I just took off. My belly was rumbling, so I had to go about to school. All I had on was my jock strap and my uniform. So needless to say, my family...
You're free balling in your uniform, dude?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what you did.
I can't remember I had underwear because I probably wiped my butt with it. But I'm behind a bush, and I had to go. And next thing you know, I wiped my butt. Obviously not too good because I get back in the car, and everybody in the car is like, "What's that smell? What's that smell?" And I'm sitting there like, I don't smell nothing.
What are you talking about? Yeah. What?
Check your shoes.
Yes.
Check your shoes.
Yeah. And
Damn dogs.
yeah, so those are one of those embarrassing stories that you probably heard about.
Damn.
I figured I'd just get it off my chest now because my family likes to sabotage me with that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Anybody listening to this podcast, I really do clean myself. I wipe until the paper is
You
clear.
learned when you were 12.
Yes, I did. Once I used everything on my body, my socks, everything else. And yeah, it was a pretty good deal.
Yeah, damn.
What kind of stuff were you, what other kind of stuff were you into? I mean, you're a band nerd, you did sports. What made you think about joining the military? I mean,
so band nerd, sports. Well, I think a lot of it affected me with my injury because I was never like a Division I type of athlete, especially in baseball. I struggled in baseball. Soccer, I was pretty good. And so my plan was to maybe go to the local community college and play, get a good deal on my scholarship or on my tuition. Actually was going to play at a teacher's college, but I don't know. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. Maturity wise, I'm the pencil sharpening guy. So, it just impressed me on just like leaving and going to see the world and becoming something that I never thought I could. So the Marine Corps made sense to me. And,
did you not know? Did you join the military because you just kind of didn't know what you wanted to do?
I joined the military because, for one, I didn't appreciate what my mom was trying to put down. I do now. I understand that she's trying to make
Hindsight's
me a man.
yeah, it's a terrible thing.
Yeah, but for me, I just wanted to get away and just find my own way. And I thought the Marine Corps might be a great opportunity, especially with all the stories I heard from the recruiter. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread, right?
Yeah.
Your buddy's cousin or whatever.
Right.
He's
So
like, you're going to love
Superstar
it.
status.
You're going to see the world.
yeah, and so we go and I go talk to him, find out my buddy, my closest friend, he couldn't get into the military. So it was a great idea,
Holy
right?
shit.
Now I had to go by myself, but
He just talked you into it.
Yeah.
His fucking buddy told him.
yeah.
He's like, dude, everybody you get in my office, I'm going to give you $100.
Yeah. Hey,
Or
look,
a pizza or
you
something.
can't get in, so you better find somebody. So
Yeah.
they got me in. But I'm going to tell you what, man, like it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me.
And how long were you in the Marines?
I was in the Marine active 4 years, and then I did some reserve time for about 4 years. And yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I did the National Guard later. But
Where'd you go in the Marines?
where did I go?
What'd you do? What was your job?
So in
You
the
said
Marine,
you ended up overseas?
yeah, I did customs. I worked for the Provost Marshal.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up doing customs overseas and doing things like that, shipping things throughout the world, making sure they were safe and checking people at the point of entry at airports and stuff like that. So it was a pretty cool job, trying to catch people bringing in drugs and stuff like that.
I've heard some pretty cool stories about that kind of stuff.
Yes. What's funny is that we did some work over here when I was in the National Guard, when we did some anti-terrorism stuff. We caught some guys trying to smuggle in drugs and stuff like that. So, but the Marine Corps, it was just an
That's one
everyday
of the
job.
craziest things you've seen doing that.
Ooh, in that part of my life,
Yeah.
I tell you what, probably the craziest thing was when things started coming back. So the military takes Connex boxes over to the Gulf, over to Saudi Arabia, Iraq. And so when they were bringing stuff back, we opened up Connex boxes, and there was just all kinds of weapons that were just, the guys were so happy to come back. Nobody had accountability for weapons.
Dude, I've got friends that smuggled weapons back from when they were in. And
oh my God. And even off the bases, like there's no accountability. So these guys were taking weapons off base, getting arrested. I mean, it's just crazy. Just seeing that type of stuff, and just the training itself, and just being on ship, and just, you know, just seeing different things, how people handled their weapons and doing things. It was crazy. It was insane.
Yeah.
But I would not suggest anybody be on ship ever. That's not the best thing.
Yeah.
I get seasick.
You better like the water, huh?
I got seasick going on a trolley, or what is that, ferry up in Newport. I went to the Newport Festival and got seasick. So
Yeah.
I'm not a ship guy, you know, or a boat guy. But the craziest thing I've ever seen was when I was in corrections.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So after the Marine Corps, I went into corrections. I actually left before I came to Oregon. I was a lieutenant with the Missouri Department of Corrections, and
That's for the state?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I worked at a state prison, and probably the cell extractions was one of my craziest
gotta be
stories
rough.
of my life. Yeah, I waited till I got out of Marine Corps to see some of the craziest things I've ever done. So
What,
do it. She's outside the window. She just flashed us.
Oh, it's Bill and Kara. Yeah.
Kara,
Okay.
yeah.
They were just on the podcast not very long ago. So what do you mean? What is an extraction? Explain that.
So I worked in what they call ADSEG, administrative segregation. And so being a sergeant and a lieutenant down there, sometimes you have to do use of forces. And so we had a guy that was in his cell. He would take feces and rub it on the cameras and the door, on the door.
Asshole.
Yeah, just so you couldn't see in. Well, we couldn't have that. We got to see in the cell.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. And so
Glove up and go.
glove up and go.
Yeah.
So, of course, the only people that can go in there is this special group of people that train for that, and I was part of that group.
Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me.
Great
Yeah.
job, man.
No, so I mean, you're doing escapes, you're doing, you know. So this group, man, we drag people out of their cells. So this guy, he flooded his cell also. So he had poop on the doors, he had poop on the windows, he had poop on the camera, so you couldn't see in there. And he also flooded his cell. So we had to put on biosuits.
Staining and shit.
Yeah. I mean, he was into it, boy. He liked that poop water. But next thing you know, we're in the cell, all five of us. We got a shield man. So we take somebody like you, Carlos, and put him on the shield. Okay? Mike could be a shield guy, but you put the biggest guy on the shield, and the rest of us have our leg restraints, wrist restraints. Sure. We're all wearing helmets, stab vests, and we just go in. We pepper spray this guy. We send a bomb in there and pepper spray him, and we tell him to come to the door. F you, F you. Okay, bam.
All right, now we're going to kick your ass.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm protected by poop.
Yeah, I'm protected by poop. Watch out. So next thing you know, we pop open the cell, and we go in and we hit this guy in the back of the cell, and we take him down. All the while, there's poop water flying everywhere. And just, it was just insane. Yeah. That was probably the craziest thing in my life. Like, the military was fun, but
that's more of a mental health type shit?
Yes. Yeah. I got a lot of hands-on in corrections.
People lose their minds. Dude.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I've never experienced prison, but I've experienced jail from the other side.
Okay. Let's hear it.
And there's always some dipshit
There's
in there
always
that wants to fuck with the people, with the guards or whatever. And I was never that guy. I was always like, dude, I'm just trying to
doing my time.
I'm just trying to hang out until
off.
they'll let me leave.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to cause problems. I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to deal with assholes.
Right.
So you need to calm down. But I I don't know if all jails and prisons have those, like, they're like, I don't know what you even call them. They're like power flush toilets, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a giant hole.
Just even.
And I mean, you hit the flush and you could lose your arm if you fucking had that shit down there.
Yeah.
But there's guys that like take a blanket and put an orange in it and freaking shove it down there as far as they can and keep flushing it until it'll overflow.
Right.
Just to fuck with the guards.
Of course.
And then there's guys like me that are like, dude,
What the fuck are you
clean
doing?
that shit up and get
Yeah.
out of there and quit fucking around.
Right.
Stupid
You know,
fuck.
and
Now we're all fucked because of you.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I totally know where you're coming from. There's, but some people lose their mind, dude.
They do.
They go to jail, they go to prison, and they just come unhinged, and I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. But
That's why I stayed on this side, because I would lose my mind. I would be that guy.
It's the caged humans.
Because think
syndrome,
about
yeah.
it. Any type of attention is good attention for those
Yep,
types of
yep.
people. And so I would lose my mind. I'd be in there flushing toilets, doing whatever, just to get out of the cell for a minute or something. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you, man, these guys, it's just crazy how we did that. I remember one time, though, we went down to the maximum security in the Capitol, and we had to go down there and do contraband searches. And just walking around with killers and people that just didn't care. And I had this one conversation with this guy. I'm like, why are you in here? Oh, I killed my family. You know, and it was just like,
Nonchalant.
I killed my family. I mean, he, you know, it wasn't like he was gloating about it like Charles Manson or something, but he was like, yeah, I killed my family. I said, how'd you do that? He said he smothered them all with a pillow.
One by
In
one.
their sleep.
Jesus.
holy, that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like that job was insane. Just the things that I saw, the people that I talked to, and then I actually got to sit in the prison. It was the gas chamber.
Yeah.
I got to sit in the chair.
That's probably surreal shit right there.
Sit in the gas chamber chair?
Yes.
Did you ever watch anybody executed?
No. I've never seen anyone
You were
executed.
just fucking around one day and you were like, I'm going to sit in the chair. And
No,
everybody's like, do it.
Yeah, we actually toured the whole building as we were doing searches and stuff, and they said, go check it out. And we go in there, you know, I think the first woman in Missouri was executed in that chair and in that room, and it's just crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
It is. I mean, just to think, you know, that someone lost their life somewhere for doing something dumb. You know what I'm saying? So
that was their final dealing with consequences right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I think it's something that builds a little bit because, like, I remember the first, like, I'm a changed person. Like, I'm a totally different person than I used to be when I was young.
Right.
You know, I was on a trajectory to end up in prison myself, and then somewhere along the line, I think it was about the time I had kids. I was like, I can't be this guy,
Right.
and I changed, but. Like, I've been to jail several times, and luckily for me, it was always for
Stupid
failure to
stuff.
appear in court or
Right.
not paying a fine or stupid shit like that. But every time you take another step in that path, you get more hardened to it and you get more used to it.
You do.
Because the first time I remember I went to jail, I was like
You're scared shit.
crying,
Yeah.
calling every phone number I could remember.
Right.
Trying to get out of there.
Right.
But by the last time I was in jail, I didn't care. I didn't even call anybody.
I'm just going to sit it out. Yeah.
I didn't want anybody to do anything. I was like, well, they'll let me out in a couple of days and whatnot. I'm not here for anything important. So they're just I'm just waiting to see a judge, and then they're going to tell me to get out of here and make a payment arrangement.
Right.
But also that last time I went to jail, in Douglas County here, a holding cell has 9 bunks.
Right.
Has 3 bunks, 3 high.
Right.
So it sleeps 9 people.
3 high, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 triple bunks. And every bed has a little air mattress that the minute you touch it,
It goes right to the springs.
There's no springs.
No,
it's just air.
Yeah.
And some cotton, I think. I don't know. But the minute you put any weight on it, you're laying on the freaking steel bed.
Right.
So when I got booked and they put me in there was nobody else in there. I was by myself.
Right.
So it was, I don't remember. It was late enough that I was just going to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I grabbed like six or seven of those mattresses and I stacked them up on top. And I climbed up there and I freaking laid down and went to sleep. And when I woke up, my cell was full.
And you're hogging all the goddamn.
And I had all the mattresses. But
did you get beat up?
no, I'm a big dude,
I'm
dude.
just
Nobody
messing
even
with you.
said a word. Nobody woke me up. Nobody said. Everybody's sitting on the edge of their bunks.
They're like, hey, fucker, since
Give me
you're
my
up,
mattress.
since you're awake.
And I got up and I looked around and I'm sitting. It occurred to me that I had all the mattresses,
Right.
but nobody even looked at me.
Right.
They were all like I was the first time I went.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Scared, shaking.
So I did what you do, dude. I freaking got up and I freaking pissed in front of everybody because the toilet's in the corner of the fucking room.
And they're like, oh,
So
I thought
he
that was
the
a
OG.
drinking fountain.
And then I climbed back up there on all those mattresses and I went back to sleep, dude.
Hey, Mike, he was the OG.
Yeah,
He was the OG.
yeah.
So I was like, if nobody has freaking got guts enough to ask me for their mattress, I'm not giving it up.
So here's my question to you. So, and I think I know what you're gonna say, but like, why wasn't that enough? Like that first time, why wasn't it enough? Because I know I kind of know.
I
The
honestly
mentality.
I didn't even think about it.
So
when
like,
I was that guy, I didn't even see a way for me to change.
Right.
You know
what
what
an
I mean?
option was it?
It
Wow.
wasn't. Like I
That's-
thought
that's my
everybody
life.
was out to get.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was out to get me,
Right.
and I wasn't doing nothing wrong.
Right.
For me, it was all driving. Like I had lost my license. I wasn't supposed to be driving,
Right.
but I had to get to work. And there was no other option. Like heaven forbid I freaking get a ride to work or something. You know,
Right.
I in my mind there was no way for me to get out of that hole, so I just kept doing the same stupid shit.
Right.
And luckily, you know, I'll eventually end up figuring it out and pull my head out. And then now I look back and I'm like, God, all I had to do was not fucking drive.
Yeah.
I could have found somebody else at work that lived close to me that could have grabbed me and given some gas money. You know, there was no reason for all that shit. But I think, you know, when you're in that mindset,
Yeah.
you don't go far from it. You know, you try and rationalize what makes sense to you at the time, and everybody's out to get you, and you focus on the negative parts of everything, and you don't see anything else.
That's true. I think we're all one bad choice from being in that same spot.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing that separates us is you know, when you do get in trouble, you made one too many bad choices.
Yeah.
But we are all capable of being in that spot. You know what I'm saying?
It all comes down to choices, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
And when you have that choice, you either make it or you don't. You know, I've been like, wow, how did I make it out of that? I've been in that in my life, especially the places I've been and you
Certainly.
know,
Well, it sounds like
overseas.
you kind of went a different path though, because I mean, you went from like high school, then military,
Yeah.
and you came out of that and you went into kind of corrections.
Yeah, but military, I'm gonna tell you what, military is a bunch of you take the world's best and worst
It just,
and put them together, and then you say, here's a paycheck.
Yeah.
Here's your first paycheck. And I want you to do things and just, hey, you get a weekend off.
figure
Here's
it
your
out.
paycheck. Dude, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like, I've been to where one more bad choice.
Yeah.
My
You would've-
military career would have been over.
Everything. Yeah.
I mean, especially in Okinawa or things like that. It was just seriously.
The countries that don't mess around.
yeah.
And when you were in, there was like zero tolerance stuff going on.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, you know, the military is like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, well, I'm really depressed and all
Yeah.
this and all that. That shit didn't exist.
Right.
Because you were very, very shortly before I was.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I was in, there was none of that shit.
Right.
I mean, I got in shortly after they weren't allowed to hit you anymore.
Right.
So,
Right. They just threw staplers at us.
Yeah.
You know, but you know.
you ever fall asleep in freaking boot camp and get hit with one of those
Yo.
drill sergeant hats?
Oh my God. They just like a frisbee hitting you in the forehead.
It's like, I'm pretty sure the bill on that thing is made out of steel.
It's got to be
It's
something.
razored out.
But I'm gonna tell you that. So the abuse of nature did kind of dissipate, but we still got cussed up
More
back
mental.
and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was mental, but definitely they put their hands on you a little bit as I was coming up. I mean, you got to figure that was 89, so I was still getting a little smacky smack every now and then.
Trying to provocate.
Shit, that's why.
Oh, shit. Whatever.
Dude, Mike, how old are you?
52 this year.
Oh, fuck, you're a puppy.
Uh-huh.
Freaking Larry's getting ready to retire because
Tell me again, because I like hearing that.
You are a puppy, Mike.
Yeah.
You still got milk in the corner of your mouth.
God
Being a
damn
puppy.
right. Yeah, it could be powdered by now.
It could be powdered sugar. And this message is brought to you by powdered sugar. Yeah. So, but, no. So 55, yes, I am old as fuck. How old are you now?
Oh, dude, I'm getting ready to turn 50. I'm a kid, dude.
So you're like my sister's age.
Yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't say anything about me and your sister.
Well,
Okay.
she
I
don't know
want that-
you.
Oh, okay. Is she cute though?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So, just messing with powdered sugar over there.
That's right.
So, if you're powdered sugar, what's your sister?
I don't know.
Is she corn syrup?
No. Something better than that.
Okay, I like that. But no, man, I tell you what, being 55 and going through the things we did is pretty crazy. I miss it though. I miss the crazy times and doing crazy things, you know. But as you get older, you settle down, and
That's for sure, dude.
so
I don't, because you don't have a choice.
you don't have a choice. You don't, because it's like
Except for that lady that when we were at lunch, dude. That lady was definitely older than you. She was like
she
70.
was pounding that
And she
tequila.
freaking,
That's right.
she swished that freaking tequila around in her mouth, dude.
It was like mouthwash.
Yeah.
That's
She
the
was
beauty
turning
of
it up.
age right there. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
That lady didn't give a fuck.
Is he drinking gin? He is way too smooth right now. He's like, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Comes with
I
age.
love powdered sugar. Oh my goodness.
All right, as Mike predicted, I'm going to pause this for a second.
Oh, shit.
Wasting good stuff.
Oh, my
All right, so we're back on now. We're recording.
We're past it.
I need to just never stop recording because
You
seems
get,
like
you
I'll-
lose
I'll
the
know-
good stuff.
on my little breaks, we always talk about shit that it's always stuff that probably shouldn't be on the podcast anyways.
No.
Are we back on now?
Yeah, we're back on.
Okay, I
Everything.
gotta change my rating down.
Yeah.
So-
Everything should be on there.
So powdered sugar.
Yeah.
We officially
Hit me.
are giving him the nickname powdered sugar
Yeah,
because
I'll take
I
it.
like the boy is sweet
I love it.
and white.
It's
Powdered sugar.
It's better than what was the old nickname, the candy corn.
Dude, candy corn.
Wait. Who gave him the nickname Candy Corn?
Oh, that was when Shannon was on, dude.
I don't know. That was some funny
That was
shit.
because Mike's the only person in the world that likes candy corn.
No, I don't. I hate it.
I don't remember. Anyways,
But see, Mike's so sweet, you can only sprinkle them on there. You know? You can't take them in large doses. You just gotta get the sprinkles.
Large doses, you go into comatose. Diabetic shock, fucker.
That's
Oh,
gin,
God.
right? That's gin.
Straight gin.
Got
that's
it.
awesome. Man.
So, man,
Damn, huh?
What were you gonna say?
no, I don't know. I've laughed a lot today. It's pretty good. You know, I'm pretty proud of you, man. You know, let all your listeners know that I'm pretty proud of you. You're doing a good job.
I'm glad you're having fun.
You know what I'm saying? You took me out to lunch. He did only tell me I had $5 minimum.
Yeah, $5 only.
Yeah, he said don't go
What
with
could you have
$5.
for $5, dude?
You can only get the 3 tacos. That's
You
it.
can only get the street tacos. He
That's
said,
all.
"Look, I'm on a budget."
I'm gonna pick what you want.
No, I'm just messing with you. But no, it was cool. Like when you said you take him out to lunch, I felt special. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Dude,
look at this guy.
Dude, taking people out to lunch, I think, is important because it relaxes people and and it also gives me a chance to learn a little bit more stuff. You know, because a lot of people don't have a lot that pulls up on social media
No.
Right.
or whatnot. if I would have Googled you and it came up with your mug shots or whatever, that'd give me some good shit.
That's different.
But that doesn't happen.
No,
So, lunch gives me a chance, and it also gives me a chance to make sure that some of the information I have is correct.
right.
Because a lot of times stuff is not right.
Wait, so you were like doing some CSI?
Oh, dude,
He
I'm
was.
always
He
fucking
was.
working.
There's always a motive.
I'm listening to Powder Sugar. He knows. He's in on this. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm pretty much an open book. Been through a lot. But you look back, like for me, it's been a pretty interesting life. Like especially now and shit, it's pretty interesting.
Dude, I've known you for
15 years.
Is it 15 years now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, and we've changed and grown, but we still kick it. We come
But
back.
I realized when I started researching the stuff for you to be on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't know that much about you.
You didn't?
No,
because it's just like, okay.
I mean, when we've hung out, we're talking shit and freaking having fun, but I don't really get to know people.
Yeah, like I just found out that you like wearing floral underwear. I just found that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't wear fucking underwear.
Some people, he free balls it everywhere, man.
He free balling.
dude.
Oh my God.
That guy says he doesn't wear
Oh, my
underwear.
God.
You gotta fucking look out for that guy.
Dude, you don't keep your boys in one room?
Oh,
Nah.
fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
Them fat guys wear underwear.
Okay.
Them boys are fucking running everywhere.
You wear them tighty whiteys.
Shit.
Is that it? Fruit of the Looms?
You gotta have a layer to
Loads.
soak up everything.
God damn.
So I'm like, oh damn.
That's
man.
why he wears shorts every time. Fuck.
But really, if you think about it, like it's like I never sat down with, your mother-in-law and really got deep into her, but I've hung out with her for years. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, hey, do you like walks on the beach and shit like that? But I mean, it's like, you can be family and just not even give a fuck. You just embrace the moment. You embrace the time.
Yeah, the moment.
Like I'm sitting here next to Brown Sugar. I don't know.
No, it's powdered, Betty.
Oh, powdered sugar shit. I'm Brown Sugar. Holy shit.
Like you know.
I'm rubbing off on him. I'm rubbing off on him. He said, hey.
He says it's powdered sugar, baby.
Hey, baby.
That's what he said.
That's what I am.
Hey, baby, this is powdered sugar.
Oh, he even said it with a deep voice.
I know. Like Barry White. You'll never find.
You'll never.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. That was funny shit.
No, but I
love
mean,
it.
for real, like, you just never know. Like, I think we're more of like embracing the moments and shit.
Yeah.
And embracing the good times. But yeah, there's
It
a
makes
lot.
you realize, though, that you don't really get to know the people that you spend time with in your life.
You don't. I mean, because you just depend on how they treat you, how they treat the moment, how they live their lives. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's really the most important thing.
Yeah.
Is it important that I know that, you've been locked up and had a boyfriend in jail? It's not important to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's just minor things, yeah.
I mean, Powder Sugar told me all about
You
it.
ain't going to
But-
dwell on
it
that,
is
right?
freaking cool to actually get to know people, though.
It is.
To get to know them more. And,
It is.
And I think it makes you have a better relationship in the future.
It does. I mean, just to know. I mean, like, a lot of people know me. I know a lot of people around here that there's people that know me that I don't know based on what I do. But,
Right.
it's just like they think they know. Like for you, I think I know everything about you. And then I'm surprised today to find out that you do have flowers on your underwear. It's a beautiful thing.
It's one of those things.
It's
yeah.
one of them things, Powder Sugar. But do we really delve deep into Powder Sugar's life?
Every
I've
once in a
never
while.
heard that on the
Hey.
podcast.
I mean, Mike was
The
my
very first one.
guest.
Oh, he was your first guest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very first guest.
Because I missed that.
We had the same conversation 4 fucking
Because
times.
he kept forgetting to record the shit.
Yeah, I could not. I didn't. That was when I was learning how to do all this stuff.
So was it like 4 hours?
Oh, the first 2 times we talked for over an hour before I realized it wasn't recording anything.
Are you kidding me?
No, and then we started over. We had the same conversation 3 times. Finally, the fourth time, when I
we
figured
just
it
said,
out,
fuck it,
I was
let's
like,
go.
fuck it, we're just going to start from scratch and do whatever.
There is no notes. Here we go.
Yeah.
Was that in the same day or just
Oh,
different?
fuck
yeah,
yeah,
it
dude.
was
We
the same
talked.
day.
I think we hung out for like 6 hours.
Yeah, they were
that
done.
day.
That's pretty cool. So why did you pick Mike to be your co-host?
I don't know.
He's my best friend, dude.
I mean, because I can see it now.
Yeah.
Like listening to you on the podcast, I wasn't sure. but just hanging out with you and hearing your responses, you're a super chill guy.
I support him 100%. I bring him up.
Mike's my best friend.
Oh, you bring him up?
I bring him
Mike's
up.
my best friend,
Yeah.
and I knew because I did a lot of research into podcasts before I started this.
Okay.
I listened to a lot,
Okay.
watched a lot of them,
He needed that.
and I
dumb
realized
guy.
that
Just said it in the-
if you have a co-host,
Right.
it helps out with those awkward silences moments.
It does.
It gives you a chance to look at your notes while your co-host is chatting them up.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
I like that.
You know, it,
See, it
it
would've
helps
been-
things flow.
It would have been
technique.
it would have been awkward silence if I hadn't brought up the powdered sugar thing. So,
Oh no, it's gonna stick.
yeah,
Like that's my name for
Yeah.
you from now.
yeah, I'll take it. I'm good.
And honestly, Mike and I like to hang out anyways.
It's
so
a good deal.
No, that's cool.
It
I
gives
like
us an
it.
excuse to drink
I'm
on
blessed.
Fridays.
Friends
You guys,
like
I'm
Carlos.
gonna tell you what, you guys are blessed. I mean, it's hard to have somebody that
Hmm.
like you love like that, like a true best friend.
Yeah.
That's some good
Yeah.
shit. You thought I was gonna tell a joke, and I
No,
wasn't.
no. I was getting ready.
I
but-
know. I can see the tears in your eye.
Dude, my eyes are always watering. I don't know what my
Yeah.
deal
Is
is.
that a black thing?
No.
It is because I'm so emotional.
I have that effect on people.
I'm so emotional, and then when I sit here next to somebody so sweet,
Uh-huh.
I feel sensitive.
Oh,
There it
shit.
is.
You know what I'm
Now
saying?
it's coming out.
I feel
So-
sensitive.
Okay,
go ahead. Look
we're
at
gonna
your
go
notes.
back to the freaking.
We're gonna go back
on
to the
track here.
podcast.
I love
okay.
it.
So you ended up at it's called the Oregon Youth Challenge Program, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I talked to my dad yesterday. Which I think you met my dad before, right?
I think so, yeah.
He actually started that
What's his last name?
Ortegon.
So he started that in Bend?
Yeah, he actually went over there and helped them start that program. Anyways, I remember way back when you and I first met.
Mm-hmm.
I remember telling you something about he had something to do with it,
Right.
and you were wanting to know about the facility that you guys are in because you're like, I know it goes deeper in the ground than it really does.
yeah, man, that's crazy.
He told me yesterday that originally was created to be a night vision optics testing facility, is what that place was for.
Right, something like that, satellites and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
So he goes. There's not a lot of super secret shit down there. Or nothing.
No, there's not, but there is platforms that went down, so I could see where they maybe took the satellites and lowered them down and brought them up. But
The receivers
There's
or
fucking
something.
missiles
Yeah.
in there, dude.
yeah, but I will tell you that, like,
There's some-
there's some elevator type things that would under there. There's also tunnels up under that thing.
There's some definitely top
They haven't let you go check
top
out.
secret shit.
No, they fill that stuff
In
in when
Central
we
Oregon.
expanded.
No, it's not filled in, dude.
No, it's open.
Dude, we built on top of it. We
Conspiracy.
expanded.
There's some secret passages.
Conspiracy.
Secrets.
Yeah.
So
you
you
and
got-
I should go there and explore on.
They
when they're
converted
closed.
some fucking what are they? What are
In
they-
December, we will go explore.
We'll
some
go
shit.
explore.
The lava tubes, they go everywhere over there.
Right.
So anyways, though, tell me a little bit about what is the place? What do you do?
Okay, so I will say a disclaimer that this my program does not sponsor this podcast. I am a civilian. I am a civilian
At this
on
time.
my Thanksgiving break. They do not have anything to do with this. But what I do is I work for a program sponsored by the National Guard. And what we do is we take kids from Roseburg to Albany to
All over-
Burns,
all over
all
Oregon.
over Oregon that are struggling in high school. And we bring them over there to attend our high school to obtain those credits they missed, to get the opportunity to be high school graduates and get back on track. And it's got a military twist in it. I mean, and when I say military twist, it's quasi-military, meaning that we're not trying to make soldiers, but we are trying to get them more disciplined than what they would get in a traditional high
It's
school.
the more structured.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Yes, sir. And that's what we need nowadays.
It looks freaking badass. I mean, it looks like basically, and the kids aren't forced to. It looks like they voluntarily
It's-
go.
it's
It
a
is
voluntary
100%
program.
Yeah, but it
voluntary.
looks like it's more like the kids go to boot camp
Mm-hmm.
but also do some high school classes and whatnot involved.
They do.
in there.
So, go ahead.
And it just looks. I mean, it looks like an amazing program.
Well, let's take Mariah. Let's say if Mariah was struggling in high school and she got behind. Let's say she skipped a bunch of classes. She was a year behind in school. You and her would research the place and say, hey, let's go do an orientation. And you would do the orientation, and then she would sign up and come over. And the first 2 weeks is just like an indoctrination, see if we're good for each other. And then once she made it, it would be military concepts, folding clothes, marching, doing things from the military, but also Monday through Friday, you're in school. You're going English, math, all the other classes. So basically what we're doing is instilling pride in them and also getting them through school. Mm-hmm. So it's a pretty cool. I mean, I've been doing it for almost 20 years. I've been there 19 years.
I was going to say, it's been more than 19 months.
Well, wait, yeah, not 19 months. I started last week. No, it was because I got it down to a T. 19 years, 9 months, and 29 days that I've been at the program. So I'll hit my 20th year.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
And what's your job there? What do you do?
So I worked myself up from throughout the ranks. I started off as what we call a GLC2, which is entry level. I worked my way up. In the first year, I became a supervisor. So I kind of jumped a rank there. And then after that, I became the commander. So now I'm in charge of all the cadets and the staff on the cadre side. So I'm running a lot of things over there. Pretty proud of it.
So you're the head guy that's not in charge of the school portion.
Yeah. Pretty much. So I run all the staff and the cadets, and I'm the liaison between the parents and the kids. And
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. And so it's a pretty stressful job.
Fabulous deal.
Yeah. And I'd love for you guys ever head over that way.
Oh,
invitations over to
sure.
Both you guys. I know you got a sister in Terrebonne, Mike. Mm-hmm. You ever come over, I'd love to give you guys a tour and
it sounds awesome.
Let you see it.
I've been following you on social media forever.
Oh, yeah,
and
me too.
You actually created like an Instagram and TikTok.
I did.
You are Motivator 1969 or Motivator 1069.
Yeah,
1969. That's better.
So what I used to do is we used to have these family pages, and I would just post pictures because in my program, mm-hmm. Of course, with any entity, just like we talked earlier about Umpqua Survival, a beautiful place to shop, by the way, that marketing and social media plays a big part of what we do. Well, kids, that's all they're on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so with the Youth Challenge that's sponsored by the military, by the National Guard, there's not a lot of social media for that. And so what I want to do is just spread a little bit of what I go through to different people. And now through TikTok and different things, I don't sponsor the program on social media, but what I do is just share a little bit of part of my life with whoever wants to watch it. You know what I'm saying? So for some reason, people just fall into it and want to see it. But I mean, if I know that I'm helping kids better themselves, if they can see kids having fun, see kids prideful marching, taking pride in what they do, it's a beautiful thing to share. That's why I'm on social media.
Dude, I think it's awesome. And
I appreciate that.
The cool thing is you're right. I mean, these kids that are interested in it, especially if they've got like a friend that went through it or they know something about it, mm-hmm. they can look at your social media stuff mm-hmm. and they can kind of see what a day looks like. They can kind of see some stuff. And then you've got a ton of stuff on there from kids that have gone through the program or in the program.
God,
I mean, I think it's freaking awesome.
Well, you have no idea, and I appreciate that. You have no idea how many kids have went through the program that are now doing fabulous things. We just got a call yesterday. We have a girl that adopted us, and I say that because she's not my blood, but she calls me dad, and she calls Nikki mom, and she's over in Spain right now, and she loves my ham. Wow. So yesterday we did a FaceTime with her, and showed her the ham, and she's like, I want some. But I mean, this is a girl that kicked and screamed in my office and said, I'm not doing this program. And now she's a lawyer working remotely, living in Spain.
And you had, your molding skills into that.
Yeah, I'd like to say I gave her the tools. I'm the toolbox.
Oh, you gave something.
Yeah. I'm the toolbox.
Well, I see a ton of it.
Yeah.
I see a ton of it on your social media. I see a ton of it in the comments that people put on your posts.
That's pretty cool.
These kids that are, some of them aren't, they're not lawyers or whatever, but some of them are. All of them,
100% benefited
of the program,
benefited from it. Yeah,
and then you post pictures of these kids, and they're not just learning; they're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the whole premise of the program is that they're struggling to start with.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to be posting stuff like that means that whatever you're doing is doing a good thing.
I like that.
That's awesome.
I like that you say that. I appreciate that. I think a lot of it is just. You're teaching the kid to love themselves, and I think just the separation from family alone is a huge part, because you're taking them from mom and dad, whether they're enabling them or not.
Because your program, they live there, right?
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
all residential for 22 weeks. And it's just like whether it's missing mom or whether it's just them realizing that I'm more capable to do what I really want to do in life. And you're right. It's not about being a lawyer. It's not being being this and that. I mean, I got kids that own their own businesses, that are RNs, that are real estate agents. Man, they are doing fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Kids making more money than me out there doing great things. So,
and you get a lot of kids that join the military out of there.
Oh, we do. And maybe not initially, and believe me, we're not selling the military.
It's not about the.
No, believe me, I don't want put any kids in harm's way or say join the military, but it helped me.
Yeah.
It made me a better person. And when they see, sir, were you in the military? Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps and the National Guard. It kind of sells itself, because they know that it changed my life.
Well, I think a lot of kids that are struggling, they just need a little bit of structure.
They do.
It's
they
the
need
structure,
a little bit of
yes.
discipline.
Yes.
They do.
And they need to learn a little bit of something about pride.
Yep.
Which military values, that's what it's all about.
It is.
So.
And I mean, there could be a lot worse things that instill discipline in people. I mean, nowadays.
Yeah, you could go the route with the prison systems, that'll.
Yep. You can be in the prison system. You could
learn,
or you could do whatever. But
it's all learning, and I think it's a godsend. What you do is helping out.
Thanks, Mike.
And I think it's awesome with your your social media, your TikTok, and your Instagram that you do. You let the kids be part of it.
I do.
I mean, I've seen them do a couple of the TikTok challenges or whatever.
Yeah, they do.
You're like, oh, dude, I'll record it. This is fun,
Well, yeah, we were just at the parade. What was it? It was the Veterans Parade, and the kids are out there, and I'm sitting there watching them. Sir, have you seen this? I was like, no. I was like, show me. Can we do a TikTok? And I'm like, sure, let's do a TikTok.
Let's do it.
And so they're out there doing whatever little dance that they do.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the dance is, but it's like I put it on there.
Yeah.
Because if you show people that we're real people, it's not fake. We have fun. Because I love having fun with the kids. And, they get to see that we do have a good time there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So.
I think that's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, it is awesome. I mean, you can't beat it, man. I mean, the life that I'm leading right now and helping our kids is amazing. So,
yeah, I actually see you through your social media, and I'm sure there's stuff that you don't show on there too. I'm sure there's kids that struggle, and
they do.
That you got to be because I'm guessing that your job is like part counselor, part teacher,
disciplinary,
part drill instructor. You're a little bit of all those.
Mm-hmm.
But the cool thing is you get to see these kids learn and
change in their
change,
life.
And I mean, it's got to feel good for you to see that.
It does,
because you're really impacting these kids, and I mean, you're molding future leaders.
Yeah. And my thoughts was, I'm not trying to humiliate a kid or make them feel like,
No, you seem pretty
embarrassing.
positive on everything.
Yeah,
I've
but
seen.
only positive things. And with them coming, they know. I mean, it's just like their families as well. Their families watch all their TikToks. I don't ever tell anybody about it. Sometimes kids will be like, "You're the guy on TikTok." No, I'm not. No,
not me.
sir, I know that's you. No.
No.
But I mean, most of it is just like, if it's meant to happen, that's my philosophy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
put it out there. If it's that important to a person to find it, they will. And I've got people from all over the country that have like said, "Hey, where's this at?" Even other youth challenge programs in the nation, because there's over almost 40 of them, that people from all over the nation from other youth challenge programs have hit me up. And they ask, "Where am I at?" And I'm like, "I'm in Oregon." And
Dude, I think they should all have something like that.
they do.
Because what you're doing seems to really be working.
It works
As
good.
long as it's done the right way, I think it's perfect.
I think that we
Because
should.
especially nowadays, kids are all about the internet,
They are.
you know, and I mean,
Mhm.
that's how they learn.
Mhm.
That's how they socialize. And if they can have a place where if they're got something in their mind,
Mhm.
you know, a possibility of something they could do,
Right.
and they have a place, an outlet where they can look and see, hey, I've been thinking about doing something different, and this is out there.
Right.
And you make it look like it's, you know, it's down to earth. It's something that's real and
That anybody can do.
and that
Right.
they could actually do. It's not like it's not like you're joining the military. It's,
Right.
You know, it's totally attainable for a kid. And, you know, I'm sure that helps them make that decision. And I think it's awesome.
It does. I appreciate that. And that's
what made you come up with that? What got you started on that?
on what? The TikTok stuff?
The Instagram and the TikTok.
Well-
I mean, what even brought you to that?
Well, I was doing it with the parents, and most of the time with the parents, they're like, "Well, why isn't my kid on here? Why can't I see my kid more?"
Sure.
So I took myself
Yeah.
away from that, and I'm like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to capture the moments that make me laugh, the moments that make me smile, and I'm just going to put it out there to where maybe someone, and word of mouth, people find it, you know, through the families. Like the kids will say, "My mom just sent me an email," because we get emails to the kids at night. "My mom just told me she saw me at the parade doing a little dance or whatever." You know what I'm saying? And then
I like
they
it.
spread the word.
Yeah.
And so what made me started it is because I fully believe in what we do. I love it. And when I come to work, it's like my favorite place to be. I mean, imagine spending 20 years of your life doing something.
Have you been there 28 years?
No, 20 years.
20
It's
years.
just,
It'll be 20 years in January.
Right.
But like this
I
guy
get you.
over here, I mean, he's worked at his job for what,
21.
21 years. But imagine doing something for 20 years and you must believe in it.
Yeah.
Right? And just like me,
Yeah.
I believe in it. And you're going to be in this place for 80 years. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be walking around with your walker saying, "You want a 6 hour,
I better find a
357?
retired bike.
He's going to have one of them fucking electric fucking running into shit.
Right? He's going to be, "Wait, don't steal those bullets." You know, I mean, but I mean, it's like you do something for 20 years, man, and you believe in it. And if I had one kid, only one kid over the last 20 years that bettered himself, I won.
Just
You know
one,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
That's all I
it
need
takes.
is
That's
one
all it
kid.
Well,
takes,
you already got way
right?
more than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hell, yeah.
I've noticed your kids, once they start being a part of it, dude, you got freaking people that are posting shit on there that are,
For life.
they're like in their 30s now.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
you got adults starting their own families
They do.
that are still posting stuff on your stuff.
I talked to a kid. He's
That's got to be cool as fuck because then you sit back and say, I took part in molding that kid.
so I got a kid.
I turned them.
Yep. I got a kid named Mauricio, and love him to death. Him and his wife actually met at the program. And
That's probably not supposed to happen. That's
well, whatever happens after the program. But they met at the program.
It's a high school.
Yeah.
In the end, it's a high school. Right?
But in high school, you fall in love with your high school sweetheart or whatever. Yeah. But after the program, they got together and you had a family. And I mean, this guy just calls me. Yeah, he calls me like my son. His dad just died. His name's Mauricio. And he talks to me about things. I mean, we're still close. We're still family. And then it's just like I can go to Portland right now, go on my social media and say, hey, let's meet up here. I did that one time, which was crazy. But I said, hey, I'm going to be at the bowling alley.
Right.
Whoever wants to meet up. And I had like 50 kids out there.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, but it's just like, I think it gives you a sense of family. It gives you a sense of doing something good. Yeah, accomplishment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty cool.
You're making a difference.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad I'm doing this because I get to hang out with brown sugar. Or
Get
powdered
it right.
sugar.
Get it right.
That's right. I keep saying brown sugar because I'm so sweet. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, I'll take it. Fuck.
damn.
Fuck.
But
Dude, I don't know. I think it's pretty admirable. I've been following your stuff. Well, since I got it, since you and I got in the family about the same time.
we did. We
so
did.
I mean, but I've been following your stuff since then,
You
and I've
have
watched
no
it
choice.
evolve, and
We
it's
are
pretty
stuck.
freaking cool.
No choice.
We are stuck. But, you know, here's the thing. A guy like yourself, you know, business owner, what you you come over and speak to the kids what it's like to go through what you went through and come out on top and do the best in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's all about. People like you, because you have all these kids. I've had countless kids from Roseburg come over to the program.
That's cool.
I still got kids here that just left the program. I think I got a couple right now from this area. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so someone like yourself, you ever in the area, you want to come back and speak to the kids. I mean, you got a great story too. That'd be dope.
Dude.
And you got to bring powdered sugar over there. So,
Well, so
I'll come.
all right.
I've never been part of a program like you are, but
Right.
I've always believed that kids respond to you being fucking truthful.
They do.
It
You know,
is the-
and I'm an open book. I've never been a secret.
Mhm.
You know, I was a piece of crap when I was young. I mean, I planned on spending time in prison. I did everything. I was the guy that everybody
You were
warns
on
their
that
kids
road.
about.
You're being kind of hard on yourself, I think.
And
Yeah,
well, no, I
a
mean
little
that's
bit.
really who I was. I mean that's who I was, and but I changed from that, you know, and I decided that's who I didn't want to be that person, and,
Right.
I did what I needed to do to change.
Came
and
down to personal choice.
you know, it took a long time, and you know, I made some choices, and I think I'm a better person than I was.
You are.
And now I spend a lot of time trying to do better in the community and help people and whatnot. And, you know, so when I talk to younger people,
Mhm.
I think they're more responsive when you're realistic with them, when you tell them, you know, when they find out that you made the same bad choices they did or whatnot. And you didn't end up where they thought they were going to end up.
Yep.
You know, I think that helps them, you know? And so I've always been truthful.
Yeah.
You know, I tell it like it is. And I'm not the most politically correct person. You know, I tell things the way
I call that being real.
you know, I'm
real.
definitely
Yeah, for
real,
sure.
dude. I tell it like it is. And I don't sugarcoat the way that I say things.
Suck it up, and
And,
that's the way it is.
You know, it's worked fine for my kids and for most of the kids that my kids are friends with. You know, I haven't done a lot of talking to other kids, but
I broke that cycle, man.
Yeah.
Like what you speak of, I broke that cycle. I grew up a dysfunctional household.
Toxic fucking
Yeah,
shit.
toxic. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. I broke that generational thing based on the fact that kids don't need to be spanked and beat up and blah, blah, blah. Now, I did get my share of spankings and I spank my kids every once in a while. But the thing is that communication with kids, like you say, is a perfect point.
yeah,
They need to be told the truth. They need to be talked to like they're human beings.
Yep.
And once you keep it real with them, they appreciate that.
Yeah.
And so the point that you're making is true. Like they want to be talked to like they matter. And once you come at them real and straight up, they respond to you a lot better.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like my success with kids is really good these days, because that's how I communicate.
Dude, I
saying?
think what you do is freaking phenomenal.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
And the work's not done.
I love it.
Absolutely fucking brilliant.
Plus, I'm a guy, when I was in the Army, I was obsessed with cadence and freaking.
Oh, you
marching.
like that?
And you fucking put all those videos of that shit, and I fucking love it. Dude.
I know. It's
love
amazing. It's amazing. I usually get a lot of my videos, I do drone videos with the kids.
Over top.
Yeah.
Are you doing the drone?
Yeah, that's me. I got my own drone.
Oh,
And so I get the drone out and I'll have them floating up. There's one video I have where they're doing the colors, where they're out there around the flagpole. And I got the drone just sitting there while they're doing colors. But there's a few of them in there where I call cadence. And that's my thing. Like, that's how you get most of these kids, especially the first 2 weeks when you're out there calling cadence.
you know what's weird is these kids, a lot of them have discipline problems and,
Yep.
and whatnot. But why are those kids obsessed with? I want to fucking march to cadence, and you know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
You know, I mean, they're like
Because
totally
it's-
against anyone telling them what to do.
No.
But they're obsessed with cadence videos and that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's the discipline.
It's selling selling them that soup sandwich. I call it. Or,
it doesn't make sense.
That poop
to me.
sandwich.
It's freaking hilarious.
I'm gonna tell you what. Like when you get a kid in there that really doesn't want to be in the program, and you go out there and you just break the ice. I'm the first one to usually break the ice with the kids. Everybody's trying to be hard, blah, blah, blah. And I'll pull the kids aside and I'll give them a little comic relief and I'll say, hey, look, let's practice marching a little bit. And I'll go out there, tell them to do the pimp walk and tell them to stand up straight.
Yeah.
And how about, you're at the mall and you're walking around and you're trying to impress the girls. Are you going to march like a goober, or are you going to stand up tall and do this and that? And that's just a way of selling it. And what you're doing is you're making them eat that poop sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay? Nobody wants to eat the poop sandwich. On Mondays, you got a poop sandwich waiting on you. On Mondays, you got a poop sandwich waiting.
Yeah.
Listen to him talking to us like we're fucking kids, dude.
I know.
It's a poop sandwich.
No, it's a poop sandwich because look at it.
He's talking all nice.
I take these kids.
Mine's shit sandwich.
Okay, shit sandwich. My bad. But when you get these kids in here, you got to make them eat this shit sandwich.
Yeah.
The shit sandwich is that you don't have enough credits.
100%.
You're not going to make it
100%,
unless you
yes.
make it through this program. So
Here's
I
the
found
bottom line. This is what it is.
and then you make it taste like a steak
Yeah.
sandwich.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I could talk about this like to the extreme, but I think our biggest problem is the parents.
Oh, for
It
sure.
is.
It is, absolutely.
100%. I know.
Mm-hmm. So,
Especially when there's multiple parents in the deal.
yeah.
And
I wanted to
broken
create
home, whatever you want to call it.
for sure. And I wanted
That
to create
fucks
this
a
thing.
lot of shit up.
Yep, I wanted to create this thing where we bring kids to the program, right? But the parents just sitting at home waiting.
Yeah.
Parents getting their little vacations in. Parents are,
Oh, the
doing
kid's
whatever.
gone now. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I don't have to deal with it now.
Man, I could take a deep breath. But instead of
Fuck that.
thinking that they need to work on something to when the kid comes back, I can
It
do all the work I
sucks.
can with the kid. But if the parent hasn't embraced the changes that they need to make,
Or realizing they're the toxic.
Dude, I bet
fucking
you deal with that
shit.
a lot.
I
You got
do.
these kids that come to the program. They're
Oh, dude.
doing awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And then I bet you got kids that call you after
Yeah,
you go home.
they do.
And they're like, dude, my parents suck.
You were absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're
You
like, what do
called
I
it.
do?
And I don't ever badmouth the parents because,
No,
you
we
know,
can't.
How do you
But-
deal with that, though?
no, but what you have to tell them is like, we taught you, you know what I'm saying? You have to change your
It's
environment
your
when other
decision.
people are unwilling to, you know what I'm saying? Like if your mom's
God damn
toxic
it, dude.
or not doing the right things, or she's using drugs or whatever she's doing, you have to rise above that. And we taught you how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, and one of our 8 core components is life coping skills. So when we teach them to, you have to cope with certain things and you have to rise above it and not allow yourself to be a part of that negativity. But I would like to create a program to where we help the parents. I'm not a psychologist, but but
that's a big part of it,
right? But get in their head that
you can get the right staff though to do something.
Yeah, if we could do that. But I'm here trying to help your kid, assist your kid to be great. What are you doing to help when he comes back?
The situation.
Exactly. So
a lot of people notice their kids are struggling, and they want. And every parent, I think, I want to believe that every parent wants their kids to do better than they did.
They do,
and
that's the
they might see it. They'll see your program. Right. They're like, I want my kid to be in this program, but I'm not going to change shit about myself.
Right. Because they're selfish.
And that's what we were talking about at lunch. You were talking about how you have a lot grander visions, but you have to deal with the government and you have to deal with all this other stuff. And that's probably what you were talking about.
That was.
So I got a question for you on this.
What's that?
Is it totally federal funded for yours, or is it part state funded?
That's a good question.
Because I will do anything I can.
It's state.
I can't do much, but anything I can do to promote to get your program going.
I appreciate that. It's actually state and federal.
Yeah, it's both, a mix of both.
Yeah, and every biennium we got to go up to the Capitol and we got to scream for money we're trying to build a sports field out there right now for the kids. We're trying to, funding is huge. That's why programs close. You don't get enough funding, they close.
I'm a 100% advocate for what you're doing, dude.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. So here's my thing, right? I'm not going to even talk politics, but when I hear, especially with what went on with the the election or whatever, I'm not a politic guy, but I don't hear anything from either side, independent, whoever. I don't hear anything about kids.
No,
I don't hear
not their future.
I don't hear anything about our future with kids.
Well,
how are we going to help the kids?
And honestly, when it comes to education, Oregon's like at the bottom of the fucking stack.
That was one of the things I'm going to say. Like when I started 20 years ago, and this is sad, Oregon was among the bottom with graduation rates,
and it's still down there. Dude.
Yeah, and what are we doing?
We're not doing.
We moved 2 points. We're second from the bottom.
And during COVID, Oregon was like, you know what? Kids don't even need to know anything.
Yeah.
They can just graduate, And I was like, what are they doing?
But think about it. Like, we're arguing about borders. We're arguing about whatever. Yeah. I want somebody to argue about when me and you pass. When me and you pass, whatever. When we all pass, who's taking care of our kids?
Yeah.
Who's taking care of their kids? Your grandkids. Who's taking care of your grandkids?
What's the generational fucking gain,
right?
For protections of the kids.
Yeah. I think they take too many freaking people, and they're like, hey, you can take care of your own kids and your grandkids or whatnot. The state is just going to let them do whatever.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit, dude. You gotta.
It is. We need protection.
That money's there for a reason.
Yeah. We need protection.
Spend it on
from
those
the
fucking
top.
kids.
Yeah. I totally agree. And so that's my biggest thing is like, I sit here and I'll watch CNN, Fox, whatever. I'll see whatever. And it's just like nobody's talking about
one
how
fucking
we're helping
person.
the kids, because we're lacking.
I think. Yeah.
Well, and we're at the bottom of the stack when it comes to other states.
And then you
don't hear about it on CNN and shit is because the rest of the country, they're doing pretty good. We're just at the bottom of the fucking barrel over here.
But then you throw the global thing in, and we're absolutely fucking last.
Yep. So I challenge whoever, just like the last guy on your podcast. I love his ideas. He's a very smart guy. I'd like to see him, do something for this area out here as far as education and. The rest of these guys, I'd love for them to go out and just
was that Alex Scarlotto you're talking about?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, he's a smart guy, man.
Whatever it takes, I'm behind it 100%.
Yeah, I'd love for these guys to come out because I've seen a lot of kids from this area at the program over the years.
They're lacking.
They are
100%.
Yeah. And so it's going to take some young blood. These young people like himself can go out there and just really make a difference and. And not a lot of them are smart like him. You know what I'm saying? So
the big picture.
Yep,
you know,
for sure.
and that's what it takes.
I think that's cool though that you get kids from all over the state.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, let me see. I've got just about everywhere, mostly the Portland, but I've seen kids from Ontario to all the way
Just
over
every
to
fucking corner of it.
yeah,
huh?
Reedsport,
Yeah.
just everywhere from the state of Oregon. They come in.
I would totally come
Josephine.
over and talk on your thing.
Why couldn't you?
I would love it.
You come be a guest speaker.
Anytime.
I'll do it anytime.
You know, and I mean, we need everyone from every walks of life.
Yeah.
Whether it's powdered sugar, whether it's you.
Yeah.
I mean, just come over and talk to a kid about what you do. You know how many kids would be fascinated by what you do over at North River? You know what I'm saying? That would be amazing.
Yeah. It's the daily grind, and you do what you got to do. And
Yeah. So
I know there's a whole gambit of shit that, you know, piles on to like, oh, I can't get out of this because it's not my, you know, all these other aspects are going into it. So I feel insignificant to everything else around me. But
it's very, very addictive to work with kids and be able to just change their lives a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's guys like you that made your way. And the more messed up your childhood was, no, I
Those
mean,
are the
it's
guys that want to fix shit.
huge. It's huge. Like, I had a lady come over, man. She was on drugs. She did this. Now her life's straight. Those are the kids. Those are the people that the kids really respond to because they can
Right.
see there's hope at the end of
oh,
the tunnel.
there is something else.
sure.
Yeah, for
There
sure.
there is something else.
It's
Okay,
almost
yeah,
like-
yeah.
It's almost like the more messed up your childhood was, the more perfect it is to help someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good stuff, man.
So what kind of stuff would you like to see in the future? What would you like to do?
I like to be able to present something to the parents to maybe create the thought process of changing the dynamic at the house. I'd like to open it up to where there's more discourse on, you know, how to make lives better with the kids. Have more of an open door with the people that make the decisions, and have them come out and see us. That's the biggest thing. Nobody wants to take the time to come out to see us.
No.
You know, I haven't met the governor yet. I actually work for the governor, but I haven't seen the governor yet. You know, God bless her, but I'd love for her to come out and see what
The
we're
good
actually
that you were doing.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not,
Well, I know a couple state representatives that would probably come see you.
well, that would be great if they could come out and see. Because, I mean, really, we represent, the kids that come to our program represent every district, every
Yeah.
county. You know what I'm saying? And I would love for them to come out and see what we do. You know what I'm saying? So that would be amazing
Yeah.
for sure. See,
Yeah.
look at him. His wheel's turning over there.
Oh, dude,
It
I'll
is.
put people in contact with people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm finally getting to the point where I'm making some contacts.
He does know people.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if I can help,
I saw that.
I'm all about it, dude. I think
I'm surprised you didn't have Clint Eastwood on this bad boy.
Dude, if I could have Clint,
His
Eastwood, that'd
schedule
be
is
awesome.
full.
That would be amazing. You called Clint. He said my schedule's
That'll
full.
be the longest episode ever.
Oh, would you
Fuck
kid?
yeah, I
Oh
would.
my god, you'd have too much to talk about.
Too bad.
Like which
we spent like
which-
2 hours just on westerns, dude.
Right.
Damn.
like what do you focus on? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
God, dude, he's like
You
he's
just,
one of my
like,
idols.
I'm Dirty Harry.
You look
I'm
right
more than
at him and say,
Dirty
hey,
Harry.
tell me a story. And then that would be the whole
I'm
podcast.
the good, the bad, and the ugly, dude.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, where would you focus? But I mean,
Yeah.
just like, you know, I'm pretty proud of the fact that who you had on there is pretty amazing.
Well, I've been pretty happy with the guests I've been able to get on here.
Yeah, you've been doing
I think
good,
it's
man.
cool, and you know, I try, and I figured out that if I can get guests that have a lot of following,
Mm-hmm.
then that gets me more
Well,
listeners.
obviously, it gets
so
you out there.
obviously, I've been trying to
That's
get
badass.
some guests that have a little bit better following. I mean, the guests that don't even have any social media at all, you know, it's hard for me to get more out of that.
Right.
But you know, I have fun talking to everybody. So it's,
And it's not really about that for you.
yeah,
because
no, this is just for me to have fun.
no, and you talk, and the way you talk and the way you associate with people is good. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need more. We need more discourse. We need to be able to talk, whether even if it's not about anything in particular. It's just good to get out and just have a conversation about something instead of just texting it all the time.
Yeah.
Right. You know, hey, and then you don't even say words. You like, you know,
emojis.
What-
Smiling.
what are you doing? Oh, WDY, you know, I mean, no, wait, WYD, you know, I mean, it's just like talking, you know, and I love it. And you're good, powdered sugar. I'm gonna say that every
Well,
2 minutes.
You're trying to lock that in, dude. I love it.
I'm trying to remember it.
It's
I
in
don't
there.
want to forget it. Powdered sugar.
It's in there. You'll never forget it.
Mike's gonna go to work on Monday. They're gonna be like, "Hey, what's up,
What's up, powdered sugar?
And he's gonna have a big
I'll be
gold
like,
chain. He's gonna have a big
"Yay."
gold chain. It's gonna say
It can't be
P.S. What? Hey, Mike, what's that? I'm powdered sugar.
powdered
baby.
sugar, bitches. Bitches.
I'm the OG, bitches.
Oh, that's funny shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's gotta be silver though. It can't be gold. It's gotta be silver.
No gold.
Hey, so what's for dinner tonight?
I guess we're going to dinner after
I
this.
don't know. Well, what is it?
I fucking find out, dude. I was
It's your
just told that
town,
we're going to
man.
dinner.
It's your
Oh
town.
shit.
You might have to play a little video
Dude,
poker. huh?
it's not like you and I have any choice in the matter whatsoever.
Yeah, you just gotta go.
Your wife and my wife are going to decide.
They're
what
like,
we're
this
doing.
is what we're doing. Come on.
You know what? I might not have a wife after this.
Oh,
Because,
fuck.
Whatever, dude. It's
No,
some
man.
bullshit.
She went to Marshall's and
Oh, Marshalls will do
you
it.
know,
Marshalls will do it.
Marshall. If Marshall's ruined your
What the
fucking marriage,
fuck?
you were fucked to start with.
Why are you at divorce court today? Well, my wife went to Marshall's.
Good thing we don't
But,
have Bon Marseille anymore.
Oh, damn.
Well, she comes home with some shitty fucking luggage and,
Yeah,
Oh,
luggage.
and
Don't
a bag
nobody
of
buy luggage,
chocolate-covered
bro.
almonds.
Maybe
Oh
a,
my God.
a blanket.
Oh, my God. No, my wife did say she was getting her nose pierced.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, I thought that was played out, but she
Yeah.
wasn't listen. She wasn't listening to me, bro.
She's trying to stay current.
Stay current.
You
yeah.
know, I love
What-
it.
She's got to have
with
your
the
students
what?
checking her out.
21-year-old?
guess. No, my
18?
wife ain't 21.
No, that's the current thing for the 21.
I don't know what it is. I can't keep up.
Yeah.
I see him when we take all that stuff from him. I don't see
I
him
think
now.
my wife's got her nose pierced. I
Well,
don't fucking know.
You know, maybe it'll go into the titty piercings and the fucking
Oh,
you know.
Oh my God! Here he goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike's
goes
not
into
married,
it.
obviously. He doesn't know.
You sing? Oh, there ain't no ring.
No,
You
fuck
single?
no, bro.
Hey, so
He's waiting for a midget to be
A
ready.
midget?
so tell us.
I haven't found a midget yet that
So
I like.
I do know a couple, but
You got to
You
introduce
don't
me.
know any fucking midgets.
I do. Oh,
Fuck-
I do.
Fuck around.
Mike, that's all. That Mike's a
Mac's girlfriend. So
He sent me a turkey picture.
wait a minute. Wait. So
She
you
was
got
doing
one?
the Trump, dude.
You got one on like up in the batter's box? Or
No,
what?
fuck
No.
no.
Man, you're a lucky guy.
Motherfuckers avoid me.
You are a lucky guy.
I'm too real, I guess.
You know what's funny, Mister? I'm too real.
Yeah, proud.
Is why are you complaining
Shit, I'm
about
not.
not giving your money away?
I'm not.
Right.
I'm not complaining.
Okay.
at all.
I'm just making sure because
100%.
He
I'm
just
not.
stopped paying child support not very
Oh, okay.
My kids just finally turned 25.
So what was your
No child support.
So what was your midlife crisis?
Fuck. Which one?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm sure
I've had many.
after the child support ended, what did you buy yourself?
Not a goddamn thing.
See, I
A bottle of
turned this-
whiskey.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
He's
He bought me
boring.
one too.
He's boring.
I bought my friend Carlos a bottle of whiskey, and it was an expensive one too.
You know what? You kind of boring, powdered sugar.
Hey.
I figured you would have bought you a boat or something.
No, fuck no.
He built a boat.
I did.
What kind of boat?
It's just a little fishing boat.
Hey, y'all want to go to the coast sometime?
No, dude, this boat is
No,
never
we,
going
we,
to the
we
ocean.
can't do the coast.
This
on my
thing's
boat.
not even stable for the freaking lake.
It's
It is a
minimal,
boat for skinny guys, and two fat guys do not go well.
kind of borderline for.
So
like
the three of
Lamar.
us, we would rock the
No,
crap
there's
out of that
no.
boat.
We wouldn't even let you in.
No,
Mike and I alone were in that boat, and I was like, dude, I can't fucking move. If I move, we're
It's like
fucking
just
going
sit
over.
there, don't move. Then
So what'd you do? Like tape some plates together? Or
no,
what?
fuck no.
No, it was a good boat. He just freaks it up. It looks super nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
It was just
too
super
small
little.
for 2 fat guys.
I should have went bigger. You know, when the guy thing, this guy's got to be bigger.
Just sit back,
I did-
and hear the tale of a faithful trip.
When you're fat, it's true.
I could go on a Gilligan.
Hey, what is fat?
Fucking
What is
ginger.
fat? I hear you say this word
200
fat.
pounds considers fat.
Anything over 200 pounds.
Fat-
So I'm fat,
Hey,
you're fat, we're all fat.
Is
Okay.
happy. That's what it is. Fat is happy.
Well,
Now-
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
The average little freaking drift boat that you rent at like Diamond Lake,
Right.
that has a weight limit of 500 pounds.
Yeah. 2 people.
Okay, how much we got here?
Dude,
We got to be.
dude, I weigh like 350.
Damn.
So
We got to
Boy, you are thick.
thick boy.
He is thick.
We gotta go over 1,000.
so
on our
you
boats.
two alone are already over.
We
the
ain't
weight.
getting in that drift.
If I
boat.
get in that boat, we're going down.
No, we better be on a fucking calm lake with no wind blowing.
So so what we need is
like a
we
30-foot motherfucking offshore.
You know what's
we
funny?
need the SS Minnow.
You know, it was one time.
Yeah.
One time,
Yeah.
Sarah and I
And
went.
Ginger
we
and-
went with another couple over to the coast,
Right.
and we stayed in these. I think they were called treehouse cabins, but they were camping cabins up on stilts. And,
yeah.
with another couple, they had their cabin. We had our cabin.
Right.
They were great. I don't know if you ever gone to camping cabins.
The shit fell off the stilts.
No, camping
Right.
cabins
Oh.
are cool. They're basically, it's like going to a hotel, but they don't have any bedding. So you just have to take your own bedding.
Your
There's a
sleeping
heater
bag,
in there and
basically.
whatever.
Some ghetto shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. So we went
And-
there. Well,
and-
it's right on the river over at the coast.
It was in an Indian tribe,
Yeah.
and
So we go over there.
they got all kinds of
And then
superstitious shit.
we're with this other couple, and we're like, hey, let's rent a boat and go play on the fucking river.
Yeah.
Right.
So we rent this boat. Mind you, this boat had a weight limit of 650 pounds.
They're like fucking an inch away.
I
from
was
the
one of
water
those
going
people.
over in the boat.
And then there's 3 other people.
They're
Wow.
like,
And
hey, let's do mushrooms.
None of us are small. I mean, my wife and our friends are not as big as I am,
Mhm.
but they're not. They're definitely not 100-pound people.
Can I say you're not fat? You're just fluffy.
I'm a fat guy.
You know,
He's
I
a
admit
thick
it.
bitch.
So anyways,
He is a thick.
so we all got in this little drift boat and went up the freaking river. Well, it's not a drift boat because we had a boat.
Yeah, it's 2,
Right.
4, 6, 8.
I'll tell you what, there was like literally
You're-
an
you're-
inch and a half of
you're
that
pushing
boat
1,800
showing out of
pounds.
the river.
It's a low rider.
Freeboard. Yeah, it was a low rider.
And my wife does not like boats, so she was freaking the fuck out.
Right.
And we went up the river, and I can't swim for shit.
Right.
Like, I barely swim good enough
They're
to
going
save
into
my
fucking Bigfoot territory.
life. I had to freaking pee.
God
You didn't
damn.
pee in the water?
No, I did.
Okay.
But I can barely swim, and my wife knows that. And the boat is an inch and a half out of the water.
Mhm.
And I jumped out of the side of that fucking boat to pee.
And everybody bounced up.
My
Yeah,
wife
yeah,
freaked the
that's what
fuck
happened.
out, dude. She's like, "Oh, he's gonna die," and it was funny shit. So
She didn't really freak
What-
out
what the
because
hell?
she
She
was
did freak
thinking
out.
cha-ching,
No.
cha-ching,
And then we
cha-ching.
went-
Oh, there's that.
Right.
we found this. So going up that river, there's all these private docks,
Right, right,
and so we were trying to find a dock that we just hang out on for a little bit,
right.
drink some beers, and do whatever.
A private dock, of course.
Mhm.
But it's over at the coast.
Private my ass.
So we find this dock and we jump out. We park the boat and we get out. We start climbing out. Well, there's
Right.
a freaking sea lion on this dock.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, they're mean as shit, dude. It was like coming at us.
He was going to attack you?
That motherfucker was
Me and
like,
my
"This is
buddy were
dog.
like, we were ready to box
This
a
is my
sea
dog.
lion.
How you doing?"
We were ready to box a sea lion. It was fun shit, dude. But yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it was an adventure.
Was that the what the hell Indian tribe was that? The,
I don't know. It was up by
on
so
the
we
Klamath
were
River.
we were up by Lincoln City, just south of Lincoln City.
Yeah.
I don't know what that river is up there.
Modoc. Or,
I don't know, but there's an Indian tribe that owns most of that land. And,
It's
and
real
there's an RV
superstitious
park
shit.
that has camping cabins. They call them tree houses,
Right,
but
right.
they're camping cabins on stilts.
Do you have a car? Do you have a card that you carry like when you go on the res or what?
Yeah.
card.
Yeah. He's just like, I'm
an Indian.
He's just like, I'm a
But my
fucking.
res is a fucking. My reservation
Let's-
is a fucking casino.
Let's keep it correct. Let's keep it correct. You are a Native American.
Yeah.
Oh, come on,
Right?
man.
No, dude. What do you?
No, wait, mother.
Leave it to a black guy to try and keep it fucking
Yeah.
correct.
Fuck that.
Well,
Obama shit right here.
Fuck
So,
off.
hey, check this out. Check this out. So,
ya.
no, what I'm saying, like, can you
Copy.
go to a different res and say, hey, what's up,
Hey, what's up,
homie?
bitches?
I don't.
Yeah.
In Oregon, most of the freaking tribal places,
We'll
which
recognize.
basically we don't have reservations in Oregon. We have casinos, so I can go to like Milk Casino and get a discount because I'm freaking
How?
Cow
They'll,
Creek.
they'll recognize.
You
Yes,
look
he does.
Mexican, bro.
He
Like,
does have a fucking
I
card.
got like a pinky worth of Indian.
Whatever.
But what I'm saying
Little
is
toe,
like,
bitch.
what do you show? Like, you,
I've got a tribal ID
He's
card.
got a card.
didn't I just ask him if
Yeah.
he had a damn
I
card?
told
and like
you.
I go to the down. If I go down to Seven Feathers and get gas, I get 25 cents a gallon off.
But see, didn't I just ask him that? And
Yeah, he
he
did.
made me seem like I was crazy.
He did. He did.
I got a black card.
You don't got.
You
a
wanna
black
see it?
card.
I
You
do.
don't got a black card.
Do you get any
Shut
discount?
up. They don't know
Hold
that.
on, let me
See,
whip
black
this
card.
out.
Hey,
Oh,
do-
don't
Do you
whip that
get
out.
any discounts
Hold
with that motherfucker?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
You do?
ain't got no
Dude, I
fucking-
got a black card,
No,
bro.
you don't got a fucking black
Let me
card.
see.
Does it say
Hold on.
Visa on it? Black
Will you
card?
stop? Look, brown sugar. I mean,
Hey,
powder
hey,
sugar.
hey,
Wait, black card.
That's a
black
fucking
card.
Costco
Costco
card.
card. Oh, shit. I thought it was my black card. Shit.
hey. Well, that
Okay.
works.
Okay.
Fucking
No, but
black
I'm
card.
serious. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
because, like,
dude.
I mean, they
Yeah.
honor each other, right? Like Native Americans.
They do.
honor
So
each other.
yeah, most
what's
tribal
the-
land will give you some benefits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's the one over by Redmond with the?
That is
the
called
fucking-
Warm Springs,
Warm
bro.
Springs. Yeah.
So you get over Eastern Oregon and farther into the country,
they're like, fuck
they have
no,
actual reservations.
They're like,
They don't
fuck
mess
no.
with you, huh?
but
Yeah,
over here, we don't really have a reservation.
They call
We have-
you a sellout.
We have a casino.
Yeah.
They call
that's
you a
about it.
sellout. They say
Fucking
you're not,
whitey bitch.
you're not a real.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of land.
Mm-hmm.
The
You got to
reservations
steal
over
that
there,
shit back.
they're all more like, prove it,
I'm waiting to
motherfucker.
see this black card, bro.
It's somewhere. It might be in my other wallet.
I'm convinced it's like either a black Discover card or a black
fucking
fucking
black card.
Black cards
MasterCard.
cannot be presented on this podcast.
on this.
That's all I'm
podcast.
saying. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh my god, dude.
look, whose side are you on, man?
I'm on everyone's side.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
right. Damn, powdered sugar.
Don't get me started, dude, because I told you at the beginning of this podcast I gotta be careful to not say racist shit.
Not with me.
You know
And
what?
And you try and instigate it.
If you need, if you need to yell out some racist shit,
No, I don't want to.
I know. And he
I
says
might
no.
need another drink. Though,
No,
before
you
we
need
get there.
another drink. Yours is empty.
Well, you're gonna have to pause it.
All
Right?
right, I'm pausing it right now.
Okay.
No, don't pause it because the good. Get it out. Get it out.
I got it out. We're back. We're back.
Hey, welcome.
Swallow,
All right,
bitch.
we're
swallow.
done saying all the racist shit.
What?
Or we're on break.
We're done? What?
I support all his racist comments.
I do too.
Hey, if you as dark as me, you can say what the fuck you
Dude,
want.
I'm almost as dark as you.
There's
That's what I'm saying.
You're a
Yeah.
light-skinned brother.
that's where
You
the
know what? I am. Hey,
that's
look at
where
this,
the
look at
black
this.
card comes in.
Hey, powdered sugar, check this shit out.
I'm just saying.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, god damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, they,
You almost look
Mike, they really do tan.
you almost
Yeah.
look like my bicep in the summertime.
Yeah, you see around my butt. Never mind. Anyway,
Later, dude. Later.
That shit looks like it was bleached.
Goddamn Clorox King.
that's what we do.
Oh my
That's
god.
what we do. But anyway, yeah, I'm having a great time.
Got you in some weird shit, dude.
Well, my wife is
Dude,
weird.
his wife's pretty weird.
He's known my wife before me, so
Not for very much longer.
No.
well, long
You
enough.
and I came into the
Long
family
enough.
pretty close to the same time.
Couple
Long
years,
enough.
maybe.
So,
So right now I'm
Maybe.
having anxiety because I'm
Why?
thinking about how much did she spend at Marshall's,
oh, she didn't.
Fuck
spend-
Marshalls.
It's fucking Marshalls. How much can she spend?
dude.
They got awesome sales at Marshalls.
Dude, she comes like when she
You
goes
can
to.
have 15 pairs of shoes you don't fit in.
I know.
And then all the discounts, you can go back and add them discounts back up. Marshall bucks.
We need to find you
Do they have
a girlfriend.
Marshall bucks.
We need to find him a girlfriend. He's talking about
He's
Marshall Bucks.
He's
right
obsessed with midgets, dude.
Midgets. Gotta
It's
be
Roseburg.
midgets.
So-
How hard is it to find a fucking midget?
So I know that since I'm here,
It's got to be a good look.
I should be talking quite a bit, but I like to hear about the midgets while I sip my drink. Please tell us
Midgets are
why. I'm practicing when I do a podcast.
So I heard a joke. Dude.
Okay.
And the guy's like, "Why a midget?" And he goes, "Well, because I can stack them up, one on top." He goes, "What the fuck does that mean?" He says, "Well, I'm kissing one while one's sucking my dick."
Oh my God! Really?
That's
Where you get this guy at? I like the concept though. I do like the concept.
stack them up.
I've been looking for somebody for Mike. So, ladies, if you're looking for a man, I will try and convince Mike to hook up with you.
Got to be a midget,
I don't know. Mike's.
cute midget.
I'm gonna tell you what. Powder
like-
Sugar is a good-looking guy.
I like them sausage fingers.
Who? Mine? Oh, the
Not
midgets.
yours.
The midgets. Oh, okay. Well, don't look at me when you say I like them sausage fingers. Look
All
up
right.
in the air
Up in the air.
or something. You know.
I'll tell you what, though. We went to the casino
Oh, fuck.
last year for one of the freaking
That
one of
was
the banquets,
sweet.
Right.
and there was. I don't know if she would technically be considered a midget, but
She was right
like,
there at the border.
She was like 4 foot tall, dude. She was pretty short,
4'11",
but
by the
she
way.
was a very attractive girl
Mm-hmm.
for whatever she was.
Some of them are beautiful.
And I told Mike, I'm like,
Some
Mike,
of them are beautiful.
I found your freaking next wife. And he was like, I know, I saw her.
I've already seen her.
But
Carlos, I've been
I don't know. She
scoping
never
it.
she
It's
never
like-
listened to the podcast, but I guess.
Yeah, she ran.
I heard if your phone rang like 2 minutes ago, so that could have been her.
That was probably
Look at him. Look, he looked at his phone. He is so hopeful that a midget's gonna call him.
That ain't
But
happening.
it is the term "small people."
Small.
Maybe we offended her by calling her a midget.
Could be. Or the fact that
I didn't
was
call
just
her a
drunk as-
hobbit, so
I
she's
was
been
just
good.
drunk as fuck.
So you're some kind of best friend. You ain't helped him find a mate yet.
fuck.
Oh
no.
God, dude! You don't want me to try to help you find
No.
shit.
Okay, now
I'm kind of an ass.
boy, he'll get you some blow up doll
Yeah,
from
he's
So
somewhere.
like, hey.
I'm a smart man. All I do is tell my wife this is what needs to happen, because
And
the
she
women
don't
are
do
what
it.
makes things happen.
And she don't do it.
yeah,
by
well,
the way.
but she's got a better chance than me.
But you don't tell her shit.
He's all.
I tell her
look,
what needs to happen.
You know, I like these tough guys.
He's
that,
all, look,
you
I know that's a
I tell
female.
my wife, yeah, whatever.
I know that's a female.
What are you talking about? You're the same fucking guy.
Man, I run stuff.
No, you
I
don't
run
run stuff, he says.
Are you
He
kidding me?
says.
You're over here whining
Dude.
about. I wonder how much my wife spent at the fucking Marshalls.
No,
You don't run shit.
I just care.
No, you don't care. about-
Caring is sharing.
No, you're-
shush.
You're a weak bitch.
Oh,
Oh my goodness!
wow,
Here it goes.
wow.
Oh,
And you
fuck.
know what? I will embrace that. I am weak.
Yeah.
I am weak in love with my wife.
With love.
So when she hears this, she'll know.
I love you, baby. Fuck yeah.
Oh, powdered sugar. Oh, my goodness. Hey, you know what? This has been fun. I didn't know it was going to be this fun, but I do want to launch my own podcast.
Dude, I think you're
I
already
think you
halfway there
should.
with your Instagram and your freaking
Thank-
TikTok.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
You're
yeah.
already halfway there.
I know. All I got to do is put it out there. But what I want to do is I want to focus on what I've been doing for 20 years. I
No,
wanna talk
totally.
to people. Yeah.
Put
but-
some of your kids on there. Put some of the parents on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be
I
awesome.
think we
What-
should do that.
What kind of name would you think on your podcast? Just
It'd be the
top.
powdered sugar podcast.
Whatever.
no, you
No,
can't
you
do
got
that.
some ideas.
dude, you'd
No,
be
no,
swamped
no,
with
no.
midgets then, man.
No, I would
What?
call it the Common Sense Podcast.
Common sense.
Dude, there's probably, dude,
No, there ain't. Google it.
you know, spare time. When I picked spare time as the name of my podcast,
It's because he
there are
was.
so many freaking spare time podcasts,
Yeah.
So,
but they're all about bowling.
Bowling or
Really?
golf. Yeah.
'cause that is true. Because when I looked up
You gotta
spare
get the
time, it was
spare.
like some old guy and
Yeah, but mine's the coolest. So,
yours is cool. And my mother-in-law listens to it, so it's got to
which
be.
is
What?
crazy to me because I've only met her like one time.
Lydia?
Dude, I
What?
asked her. I think word of mouth, man, it's getting around. I think you're about to blow up.
Yes.
That'd be cool. I'd like it.
Yes. Then I'll get kicked aside. Some
And it-
other jackass will come in
No,
here.
No, I think
nobody can
people like you
replace
better
you,
than
bro.
me.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Every day I wake up, no one can replace me, bitches.
That's right. And so I think we need to expand.
Yeah.
and we do it to where, hey, and we start working remotely. I can do it from my house. I don't have to drive all the way over here. You can send me the gift card for lunch.
And lunch in bed?
What?
No.
You buy your own goddamn lunch.
And you can be at the strip club every time, and we'll have
Everything's
fun.
more expensive in bed. I need to help. I need to help, bro.
Dude, I wish we had a strip club. I'd take everybody to a strip club for lunch.
You know what? You do not need to go to a strip club, bro.
Dude, I love it.
You know
what makes me feel good
all
about
it is
life?
is a false thought that you're going to be able to be with that woman.
No,
It doesn't matter.
Not even at all.
You know how
It
fucking
just makes you feel good to see some
inspirational fucking boobies
I
are.
can turn on Skinamax.
boobies. Boobies are
Skinamax.
inspirational, dude.
They are, but I could say, honey.
No, you gotta see them for
Goddamn.
real.
You see them fucking tits?
Plus, you gotta see the smile with the boobies
Hey, you ever get sketchy people in the shop?
all the time.
Never.
What they be doing?
This is Roseburg, dude. I got homeless people walking by 50 times a day.
That motherfuckers on the
We were in the middle of recording a podcast and watched a dude break into one of my employees' trucks. I had to
truck.
pause the podcast and
Really?
yelled at him to get out of his truck.
One night we were at his house. He goes, "What's this?" And he fucking there's some dude at the front door on the camera smoking fucking crack.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
looking
using
right
the-
at the camera and
He
he
was
burned
using
himself
the
and
red
dropped his pipe.
lights in the fucking camera so he could see what the fuck he was
So
doing.
did you pause the podcast and go get
No,
it?
that
again?
was when I was at home.
Oh, okay.
No, he dropped his fucking glass straw.
He
on
burned
the
himself and all kinds
Yeah,
of
he
shit.
burned himself and
It was
dropped
a
his
shit
shit.
show.
So you can see everything that goes on at home too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's sexy. I like that.
ground.
That's sexy.
I think I'm going to invest in something so I can talk to him though,
Yeah.
because I can't talk to him.
Should put a speaker.
Because
out
like
there.
if I would have saw that guy from home,
God is
smoking
watching
crack,
you.
I would have freaking gone on.
Over.
I would have like,
Crackhead.
dude, I'm watching you smoke crack in my camera. Go,
Oh, I like
go
that.
back to your house.
Well, see, if you get the ring, you can do that.
Yeah, you'd just be fucking them up.
I do
It's
ring.
like, hey, Jesus is watching you. He
I
sees
would
what
try
you
and
do.
run them off.
Boy, do you want me to sprinkle something on you?
That-
This
that's
is powdered sugar,
powdered
Colin.
sugar's coming at you.
It puts
You better get
lotion
your
on its
umbrella
skin.
Hey, so when we call that last lady over, you should get her on the phone. See, that would be cool. You could do that too. Get her on the speakerphone and say, "Hey, Becky or whatever her name was, are you dominating someone right now?" See what I'm saying?
Is there a moose involved?
Is there a moose in your house?
I didn't know where you were going with that. I figured it out.
Oh my God! No, this is a good day, man.
Wow, that was Paula, dude. Paula's freaking awesome.
She's a
good
shit,
people.
dude.
Hey, I'm down. I mean, I live vicariously through your podcast. Just to
I'm
see.
glad you like it, dude.
I love it.
You would be surprised how many guests I have that have never even listened to the podcast.
Now, I did my homework. Like, I know you out there searching for, whatever, and I was looking up. I was like, let me listen to.
Well, you've been listening for a while anyways.
I've listened before, and then I totally dropped off because I got so busy, and then I picked
Right.
back up. But
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what, especially this guy, I like the way he chimes in. He's like, "Hallelujah." Hey, Mike, what do you think?
It's
Jesus is my friend.
yeah.
Hey, my friend.
I didn't,
Powder sugar for
he's more
everybody.
popular than I am.
No,
And he
fuck.
says like 10 words during the whole fucking
I know,
podcast.
right?
What were we talking about with the fucking candy corn shit?
Dude, that was
There's
you guys
some
got into the
bullshit
whole-
conversation
A
they were
couple of my
having.
guests have really
It
just
was,
connected with Mike.
It was a
And
prison.
then the whole conversation goes towards Mike.
It was some fucking prison fucking thing. I'll give you this for
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you were
they
going to
having.
fucking pay 4 candy corns. and a
4
freaking
candy
blowjob
corns
or-
and a blowjob, and I'll give you a fucking tattoo.
And some ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles, yeah.
I feel you. Now the prison stuff.
Commissary.
Though, we need more prison stories though. From
I
Dude,
know.
I would love to get some people on here that have been in prison. I'd love it.
No.
Dude, it's crazy stuff, man. It's
Dude,
like,
I want everybody. I love hearing everybody's stories,
Mhm.
and that's some stories I haven't heard. So I think it'd be cool.
I think that what you're doing is good to just get a different perspective. Like just meeting you two, I have a different perspective on different things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I do.
you,
Right. And me.
Powdered Sugar, have solidified the idea of
I slid right in
meeting
there.
someone for the first time.
I
Really,
slid right in there. Huh?
this is the first time really that we've sat down and had this type of conversation, and it just shows me that you can meet someone and they could be totally cool
Well,
And it's just like, I can't wait to meet the next person.
I'm
you
trying.
know? They won't hold that high standard.
You guys had a fucking camping trip at Lamola Lake, and I missed out on that. I was supposed to go up there with you guys.
Don't be that's gonna get into racist shit. Don't talk
No,
about
it
this
is
kid.
not racist shit,
Oh,
dude.
no.
Because I would have fucking been,
Wait a minute, you was up there like
Perpetuating-
yelling shit?
yeah,
No,
motherfucker.
you started it. Don't talk to me.
That motherfucker.
What did I say?
You were trying to attack me, dude.
I was trying to beat you up.
Yeah,
What did I do?
I don't remember, but it was fucked up.
No,
It was me.
I was supposed to go up there and I didn't. make it.
Wait, Mike. Is he serious?
Yeah, it's Carlos.
What's I? What? I always loved you, Carlos. What is that? No Mexicans allowed.
Yeah,
What?
he
Was
was
that
fucking
it?
with him, and he was
No.
fucking with you, and
I can't lie. I probably did some stupid shit. I apologize if I ever did.
it's all good. You made the women like, oh my god.
Doing what?
I don't know, just your banter.
All of our banter was racist.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I got a freebie.
Yeah,
We get
so do I.
freebies.
Yeah,
We got freebies, bro.
yeah.
It's
Like,
fucking
If
real
you
life.
are
bitches.
of that race, you're allowed.
It's
to say
real life,
racist.
motherfucker. That's the way it works.
And then if you live in my house, somebody
Real life.
talking crazy to you,
Oh.
every day talking crazy to you. Toby, where you at, Toby?
Your
You know?
fucking wife's crazy.
You're like, I'm going to work.
She
fuck.
is wacky tobacco. She is off the chain.
Same with fucking Sarah.
Dude, that's because they're fucking
Yes.
sisters. They're fucking
No
crazy.
shit. No shit.
Nah, man, I'm gonna tell
I
you.
love
what.
them both, but holy crap, man.
Nah, Mike, you have no idea. Like, it's like torture sometimes. Sometimes I sit there and I feel
I'm fucking.
I feel like Tom Hanks on the thing with me and Wilson and shit. Wilson!
Don't do this to me.
Oh, Wilson! You remember that part when Wilson's out in the ocean and Tom Hanks is like, Wilson! That's how I feel sometime in my marriage,
He knocks his own tooth out and shit. Wilson, this is gonna hurt.
And then you realize, damn, you're screwed without him. And so you're happy to have Wilson back, even though he's flat. Even though he's flat, you have to have
fucking
him back.
flat ball. Fuck. Fuck.
What you do to powdered sugar, man?
So,
Now you're going to get back on
I
track.
gotta get back to
He's
the thing. I gotta
trying.
keep
It's been
things
2
flowing.
hours.
He's
and
trying.
Now you want
Things
to...
flowing.
Okay,
dude.
go ahead.
So you're pretty into freaking outdoors.
I am in outdoors, sir.
I know. I see you guys been. You said this year you haven't got to camp a lot, but
I haven't.
you've been camping a lot. You guys do some kayaking and some hiking.
I love
And
kayaking.
you guys love your fucking dogs.
I love
you're always
fishing.
Walking your fucking dog.
Yeah.
Damn dogs.
I walk my dogs every day.
You guys are obsessed with the coast and fucking crabbing.
We love the coast and crabbing. So what I did was, to speak of crabbing, sorry to cut you off.
No,
No.
don't
But-
cut me off, dude.
I tell you what, I love crabbing. And a lot of times I'm the only black dude out there. But let me tell
Well,
you.
it's the Oregon coast, of course you are.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you what. See, he is racist. I told you.
Motherfucker.
But what I do is, right, I bought my own crab traps. And
They're pots, yeah. Okay.
crab pots.
You don't even know
traps.
what you're talking about.
They're still traps.
Motherfucker,
Whatever,
what?
dude.
Okay.
You catch the bitches in it.
What is the definition of a trap?
It's a woman,
No, not a woman.
a relationship.
Now, just because you got crabs,
No, fuck
and
it.
got trapped,
Uh-huh.
that's why you're divorced.
I
But
know it is.
but I get my crab pots.
You know who calls them traps?
Oh my God, dude. I can't finish my story. I can't finish my
Whatever,
story.
dude. Black people from
the
fucking
hell?
Kansas City probably call them traps.
Oh my God. You ain't never been to Kansas City, asshole.
Dude, I lived in Springfield,
Illinois?
Missouri.
Oh, Missouri?
Fuck.
Well, congratulations.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Country fuck.
dude, I told you.
I love it.
So, I don't know if you listened to my episode with my buddy Vince. When I lived in Missouri, we lived in
Fucking
Missouri
Vince.
together.
Right,
We went to first time I went to Kansas City.
right.
was for
a fucking concert.
A concert. We went up there and watched TLC.
He was scared.
TLC.
Now that tells you a lot about your host.
Fucking
Tells,
waterfalls.
don't go chasing waterfalls.
No, the whole reason we went there was because I was gonna fucking grab Left Eye's tit.
Fucking left
You gonna grab
eye.
her tape?
Her tit.
Her tit.
Her boobies.
Left eye.
Bro, why you grabbing boobies?
Because I was obsessed with Left Eye, right?
She was cute.
Yeah.
Was.
So we went to Kansas
Not so
City,
much.
Okay.
and that was when I discovered
Black
that it-
women.
No,
Yes.
that was when I
Yes,
discovered
yes,
that it doesn't
yes.
matter what city you're in.
Uh-huh.
If you are close to the railroad tracks, you're in the wrong part of town.
That is true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we went to Kansas City, and we got there at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Concert's at like 5.
Right.
He's fucking.
So we're trying to kill some time.
And he went straight to the railroad tracks.
No, so we just turned off the highway and went
it was
to a
before
convenience store.
before
At
GPS.
10 o'clock in the morning, we went to a convenience store, and I walked in this convenience store, and I didn't pay any attention. We just drove down this road.
Are
and
you
went to
getting
the convenience store.
racist right now?
So we walk
He's
in the
trying
convenience
to.
store. There's this old black guy behind a bulletproof
Fucking glass.
at 10
Little
o'clock in the
fucking-
fucking
Mike,
morning,
were you with him?
No, no. I've
holding
heard
a
the story.
fucking shotgun in his hand.
Right.
What'd he tell you?
And I go, hey, I walked in there and I was like, hey, I think I'm lost. I'm trying to find a mall to hang out until we go to this concert tonight. And he says, boy, you're going in the wrong direction.
Don't go over the tracks.
Yeah.
Don't go over the tracks.
Turn
He
the
says-
fuck around now.
He tells me, and it's like I said, it's 10 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Right.
Wrong
He goes, you need to go outside. He goes, you turn left. He goes, you go down this way. He goes, you go 15, 16, 20 blocks down the road. He goes, till you see the exit that says that freeway. He goes, you get on there. And he goes, and then you follow the exits until you get to the
You
sign
forgot
that says,
all that shit. As soon as you got in your car, you forgot.
well, no,
We did.
but he goes,
He
goes, and I wouldn't stop at any stop signs or lights.
Yeah, just
if
keep
I was you.
driving. White boy, just keep driving.
That's a true statement.
And I was like, and that scared the shit out of me. And then I
Yep.
got out there,
Girl,
and then I get in the car,
I'm
right,
not
and I'm
even
telling my
awake.
buddy,
Right.
I'm like, okay, dude, this is what he said. We're in the wrong neighborhood, and we need to go down here. And he said not to stop. He's all, don't stop at the stop signs, don't stop at the stoplights, just go down here.
Right.
And
Mhm.
and honestly, that's the way that we had came,
Right.
but we didn't pay any attention.
No.
On the way out, we're noticing that like everywhere there's like cars on blocks, people sitting on the sidewalk
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
40s and
Oh,
shit. And I was like, holy shit, this is the wrong neighborhood. We should have noticed this shit already.
Now you know you're describing
But yeah,
you're describing
it's-
Roseburg right now.
It scared the shit out.
Fucking
Well, this
racist
was
bastard.
this was 15, 20 years ago. No, this was like 25 years ago.
25, yeah.
And so that was my first experience with
That's
Kansas.
Dillard, Oregon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what, like what you described, like when I grew up, people used to steal your tennis shoes.
Oh,
They
fuck.
used to kill people at stop signs and
Some
stoplights.
bitches.
Yeah, they used to jack your cars. Yeah, that's a true statement for sure. But
You didn't live by the railroad tracks, though, did you?
no, but I think that he found the right guy that day because he messed up the rest of your day. And I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I love it. But I will tell you what, Kansas City is one of the most beautiful. I took Nikki back to Kansas City one year. It's beautiful. You go down to Union Station.
Yeah, there's some cool shit there.
Yeah,
for sure.
there's definitely some cool shit. And my favorite team is there. Hallelujah. Kansas City Chiefs.
The chefs, yeah.
Chefs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you really have to chime in with the same shit he just said?
I do,
Can't
yeah.
you have your own thought? Chefs, yeah, chefs.
I was just
Come
thinking,
on,
you're a
Thomas.
Mahone,
Oh,
Mahone nut hugger.
Oh,
That's
shit.
my own shit.
They are
Mahomes
having a
nut
good
hugger.
season this year.
You like fucking
This year they won the Super Bowl. What? How many times?
That don't count, dude. That was the past.
Oh, okay. So this year, yeah, they're 11-1. now.
what's that? What's that fucking singer's name?
Who?
Can't Kelsey's girlfriend.
Taylor Swift, bro.
You're a Swiftie.
No, I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah,
Do I look like a
motherfucker,
damn
what?
Swiftie?
You're a fucking Swiftie.
I can't even tell you what song she sings.
I can't.
I thought you were talking about your daughter, Kelsey.
No.
Taylor Swift.
It's spelt different, Carlos.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Swiftie.
Are you a Swiftie? I don't
Swiftie.
think any black dude's a Swiftie.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah, well, we gonna
Whatever.
We should put a poll on that.
Yeah, you treat her like Diddy did, huh?
Oh my god! Oh, now okay.
Fuck.
I did.
Have you always been a Kansas City fan?
No. I
No,
have
he
not.
says no. Only when they
So-
started winning.
Oh, fucking Mike's calling you out.
Awkward
Fucking Powdered
silence.
Sugar's calling you out.
Awkward silence. Hold on. So we're in the middle of a podcast right now.
Hey.
No.
Oh my goodness.
No, you were at Marshall's.
How'd Marshall's go?
Yeah, you spent too much money.
What the fuck's up?
Sarah, you know you're on the podcast right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The whole world is listening.
No, we already talked about you.
Bye-bye. That's sweet.
Oh,
man.
they shut her down fast.
Okay, let's go back to Taylor Swift thing. No, I'm
Yes.
not a Swiftie.
No, I'm not either.
Okay, so Kansas City.
Mike is, dude. He's a fucking pussy ass.
So let me tell
If it
you.
was Avril Lavigne, yes, I was there, but
You
not
say
Swiftie.
Avril Lavigne?
Yeah,
but-
he slurred it just like that.
Avril Lavigne. But
Aha.
so my first team. Okay, so let's start off. I grew up in St. Louis.
It was the
I have
Rams.
in my box of goodies from being a baby.
The Rams.
I was stop.
All right.
I was the first.
All right.
So anyway, can I finish?
Yeah.
Powdered Sugar. Damn.
Go, brother, go.
Okay, check
Hey,
this out.
show me the money, baby.
Show me the money. Hey Jerry, show me the money. So, we definitely, when I was a baby, I was an honorary member of the St. Louis Cardinals, and we used to have the St. Louis Cardinals.
Sure.
But they bailed on us, and so after the Cardinals left, I did not follow them to Arizona.
Yeah, I was going to say Arizona.
Yep, I did not follow them to Arizona. I didn't pick up
Copy.
another team.
Copy.
So, my family from Louisiana, so I kind of got on the Saints kick.
Mhm.
But I lived north of Kansas City, and then I became a Chiefs lover. Derek Thomas,
Oh,
Neil.
Studs.
Yeah.
man, Studs.
yeah, back in the day.
You had
Yeah.
family in Louisiana?
My dad's family.
Did you go down there at all?
I have never been to Louisiana, but
I want to go down there.
Yeah,
That's the reason I asked.
Yeah, my last name is like Creole French, so
Okay.
basically, yes,
So how do you say it correctly?
Demar.
Dumont.
That's it? There's no fucking nothing to it?
What do you want me to?
Church it
Demar.
up. Church
No,
it
because
up,
I figure they got
motherfucker.
Roll
some
my
kind of
tongue and
French-
shit.
Church
They got
it
some
up.
kind of French thing to it.
No, man.
Dumont. Motherfucker.
Dude,
I love it.
so one of the things...
I love him. I love Mike.
Fuck Mike.
Yeah,
one of
that's
the
way
things
it
I want to
always
do,
works.
one of my things I want to do
Is
is I
become
want to go
French?
down to Louisiana, Florida area.
Why not?
I want to go down there and I want to go on a fucking fan boat.
He wants to get this butthole.
I want to go in the
bleached.
fucking swamp. I want to
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
do some bow fishing.
Oh, you want to do that fan boat?
I want to do a fan boat. I want to do some
Okay.
bow fishing. I want to kill a gator.
I'll go with you.
Dude, that would be so fun.
Hey,
Plus,
the
I
three of us
fucking
can go.
love the
I gotta
blues.
go with you guys.
okay.
I love the blues, dude.
The fuck-
And I've heard
You love the
Louisiana-
blues?
I love the blues, dude.
What?
That's my shit.
It's like,
Dude,
Carlos,
that's St. Louis right there.
I know.
this fucking music is depressing. He goes, it's the fucking blues it's supposed to be.
Actually, everybody.
The
can't
thrill
say
is
that.
gone. You know, hey,
I got
yeah.
it.
I love it.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do it.
I'm down,
So
man.
back to the football shit.
Fucking powdered sugar's got to
You
bring
just
it
want
back.
to talk more shit, Powder
No,
Sugar?
no.
What?
I'm asking you who's the best.
You
not
want to talk
Travis.
about Taylor Swift some more.
Nah, fuck that. What is Travis?
You know this
Kelce?
podcast is only 4 hours, man.
I
Hurry
know.
up, shit.
I'm fucking
We're
main
doing good. We just hit two.
brain fucking farts. Tight end. Who's the best tight end ever? Talking about
Tony
pass.
Gonzalez.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Right? Tony Gonzalez, bro.
On top of anybody.
He's not the best commentator in the world, but
It don't
No,
matter.
but
as,
tight
his,
end.
as his playing shit.
And I'm not talking about how his butt looks in his pants. I'm talking about actual playing, right?
I don't think I was either, but okay.
I'm just clarifying.
Okay.
But yeah, he is.
He's the best.
Tony Gonzalez is probably one of the best tight ends. You got Shannon Sharp. You got Tony Gonzalez. Yes. Me personally, what's his face
Of that
with
era.
Taylor Swift? He's not the best, but he's
No,
damn good.
He's just a
Damn
big
good.
boy.
He is. So, what is Carlos doing?
Turn the lights off.
Oh, they're closing down.
Yep.
It's not 6:30 yet.
6:30.
You said you closed at 6:30.
Oh, I know. It's just dark outside, so I had to make sure my guys had the lights on.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said off.
I can't. None of us can figure out how to work the timers.
I thought, didn't fucking, what's his name just say, oh, I set them all up to where they will come
No,
up?
he set up a freaking
A reminder.
notification thing that never works.
Yeah,
Right,
fuckers. There's the switch. Turn
So-
that fucker on.
So
Anyways.
you're a pretty outdoorsy guy.
I am. Let's go. Let's do
I know
it.
you've been doing some camping,
Mm-hmm.
and I know you guys do some hiking. And,
Okay.
And I told you before, I'm impressed that you're pretty freaking athletic.
I
Because you
am.
actually run with all those fucking
And I
kids.
got a little
Yeah.
thick. So what had happened was, so up until a couple of years ago, I had a little health scare, and so I had to back off. I had surgery and this and that.
What happened?
But
What the fuck?
yeah,
You're
Yeah.
Superman,
You got a
dude.
swollen ball
What the
sack?
fuck happened to you?
yeah. Well, no, they found out my nuts were too big. But anyway, no.
And they had to fucking bring your wife
Shut up,
in
powder
and say,
shit. Anyway,
hey, you gotta drain this shit.
no. So
They might have been hanging too low, but they
Basically-
definitely weren't too big.
They were telling you
basically they
You're
found,
like, fuck, I was getting them wet every time I tried to take a shit.
you need to help this
So-
guy out and drain these motherfuckers every day.
by the grace of God,
Oh, God.
my doctor wanted to do a scan, found out I had a little cancer on one of my kidneys.
He just wanted to play
And
with your
so
balls.
I had surgery. I had a partial nephrectomy.
God damn.
And so they went all up in here, messed up all my stomach. And so everything's good. I had my last scan. I'm golden. But, last 2 years and a job change, basically working days and not exercising with the kids. I've ran, I'd say over the last 19 years, probably, I'm going to tell you, hundreds of miles.
When you were running that fucking steep ass hill over there.
Oh,
man.
bro, Pilot Butte.
Pilot Butte, yeah.
Once, twice a week, I'd take the kids
I was like,
over
dude,
there
you're
in Pilot Butte.
nuts.
Yeah.
That made me tired driving up that shit.
Oh, bro.
You're like, you
Bro,
fucking run up this?
We used to do
What?
these things where we take the kids up, we hike them up on the tough path. There's a tough
Yeah.
path in the driveway. We hike them up a tough path, and then we get to the top, we look around, kumbaya, and then we head down. And as we're heading down, I'd make the kids sprint back up. And then we go back down, and then we sprint back up. And we would do that all the way down, sprint back up. Oh man, I had kids complaining. Ugh. And every time they go, I do it again. You want to say, and then
Yeah.
So yeah, countless miles. I'm gonna tell you, it's kept me to where I am now. Just exercising, doing all that. But
Well, yeah, most people your age aren't in good shape.
now 50,
Look at me.
50, I was running. But I'm gonna tell you what, like when you talk to people your age and
Yeah.
know how tough it is, like now I know I'm not Superman. I mean, I played soccer when I was 40. 40 was the culmination of my sadness.
Yeah, you're like, motherfucker, what?
I'm gonna tell you, it was a culmination of my sadness
You're like,
because
fuck you, I
I
can't
played
do that.
I played soccer overseas.
Was that when you realized that you're
And then
getting
you're
old?
like,
Oh, dude,
yeah,
I go out.
I can't fucking do that.
I know. I played in a league where it was like 18 and over, which was my big mistake. I should have been playing with the old folks.
You're like, I didn't be in the senior league.
So I go out and I am just like tearing it up, just doing great. And next thing you know, I'm sitting here, I'm playing on defense. I'm playing like stopper, sweeper or something. and young kids trying to get the ball to the goal, and I'm chasing after them. Next thing you know, I pulled both my hamstrings.
Oh shit!
So that night,
how do you walk with pulled?
You don't. You don't.
You just got to foul the guy so they stop the game. And
yeah. And so I sat there.
I'm out.
I sat there in the tub that night in hot water. I was just crying. Not because I was in pain. I was crying because it hit me. It's like, you're old, dude. Like,
it's that mental fucking.
Yeah. And so I sat there.
It's not just physical; they're hitting you mentally.
No, because when you play sports, you play sports your whole life, and then you hit that age where it's like, calm the hell down, So that's when it hit me. It was a wrap, bro. It was a wrap. Awkward science.
No, there's no
awkward science,
dude.
Not
it's
silence,
not awkward silence when you're taking a break.
Awkward.
It's not awkward.
It's not awkward.
I'm just fucking with you.
We heard.
I told you I would say that. That was the first time I said
you told me you were going to try and roll it back on me, but we haven't.
We heard the jingle of your fucking ice. It's all good.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on everyone's
He's on my side.
Everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
He's my co-host.
I'm on everyone's side.
No, fuck that.
Even Carlos is a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got?
I got to rub
Throw it
them
at
nuts.
me. I
What
got
do you
you.
mean?
I know you got more questions.
Well,
What you got there?
So
It's true.
you are a self-proclaimed master
Of what?
Oh fuck.
barbecue and freaking
Oh, come on, man.
Blackstone.
Come on, bro.
So
I
what do you got?
What
I'ma
do
tell you
got,
what.
he says.
What are some of your favorite deals to do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. My favorite deals.
You are from St. Louis, so
I'm from St. Louis. Big Daddy
you
taught
better
me.
be able to
What
barbecue.
do they do there? Barbecue?
Bro.
Oh, that's the barbecue capital.
Okay,
I'm fucking with you.
let me tell you what. That and Kansas City. I'm gonna tell you what. My ribs are bomb. So my wife had a party with all of her employees. I made 6 slabs of baby back ribs. And what you do is, you want to know how I cook them? Because I can tell you. If you
So
ready
what
for
you're
this,
telling me
I can
is
tell
you were able to impress a bunch of white
A
girls.
bunch of
on
white
the
women
Let me clarify.
without whipping your dick out.
There was white guys there too. Okay, not just white girls. There was white guys. But I will tell you. Now your punk ass would have liked them too. So I don't even know why you laugh.
I'd have ate that shit.
I just got to fuck with you, dude.
Now watch this. I'm gonna show you some shit, and I'm gonna look in your face and know that you have not done it this way. So what you do is, right, you take your ribs the day before. Now, back where I'm from, you don't have to pull the silver skin off. You don't have to. But I went ahead and did it because, maybe them white girls you speak of might not like that. So I pulled it off. And what you do is you marinate them with a mixture of brown sugar. You do a dry marinade. You put that brown sugar, you put that paprika.
I know that barbecue is important to you because we were at lunch and you were telling the waitress how to barbecue.
Fuck yeah.
Duh, I'm the man.
That's the way you do it.
I loved
Right.
it. I thought it was hilarious.
But she was thinking about going to her car and get a drink. So I don't know what the hell you
Well,
she said she had one ready.
she didn't specify drink.
She didn't give a shit about my barbecue recipe.
Yeah.
But I
There
will
is
tell
that.
you.
There is that.
So you marinate them 24 hours before, right? Is that COVID?
No.
Don't be giving no fucking COVID, Mike.
No, Mike's been dying for years.
I'm going to keep it myself.
Okay. Hey, it's on you, Mike.
It is.
But you take that marinade, that paprika, that garlic salt, all of that. You let it marinate for 24 hours. You pull it off. You smoke that. You smoke that for like 2 hours. I like smoking it for 2 hours. I feel like Denzel right now.
Low
But
heat.
you smoke that shit for 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours.
He gets into the whole fucking.
Right?
Yeah.
And so after you smoke it for 2 hours. 2
hours.
2 hours.
You gotta quit that thing, dude. I can't fucking do it.
So after you smoke it for 2 hours, he repeats everything.
I love it.
2 hours,
I fucking love it.
fucking parrot and shit. 2 hours. So
Call me a fucking.
Mike, I'm just fucking with
I'm
you.
a fucking parrot. I
Power
love it.
sugar, I call them power sugar.
Power sugar.
Powdered sugar, you good.
Just call me sugar. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, sugar.
Yeah.
So after
yeah.
2 hours, you take that off, right? You take it, you bring it back in. You take that beer, you put it in the pan. You take that beer and you
What
pour
kind
it
of beer?
all over. Whatever beer you want, darker the better, whatever.
It can't be light beer.
You can pour whatever kind of beer. Listen,
What the fuck?
listen, grasshopper,
Light beer.
grasshopper.
I'm
Listen.
learning. I'm learning.
Huh? Okay, so you take that beer in a pan. You know, one of them big deals, so where it don't pour out. You pour the beer in, and then you could add a little more brown sugar, whatever, in there, and then you foil it, and you put it back on the smoker for about 2 hours, 3 hours actually, 3 hours. Let that beer cook in. You take it off after that. Turn the smoker up to 350. You put the ribs back on there, and then you put your sauce on there and let that shit cook in.
Straight, you put them on, not covered up, or straight on. Right?
No, a lot of people do that. You put them back on the grill, 350 for that last hour, and you take that sauce. Now,
Then you put your sauce on.
how do you put that sauce on?
I don't know.
You mop it. You don't brush no
Yeah.
fucking sauce on. You mop that
Fuck
shit.
no. Yeah.
Okay?
What's the difference between brushing and mopping?
Mopping is love. Mopping. You dip that mop, you dip that mop into that shit, and you put it on there, and you cook that sauce in. That changes the whole science in your
Yeah.
cooking, right? You don't put the sauce on last. You cook that sauce in, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then bam, you got a masterpiece. And that was like a crash course in deliciousness.
And then at the end, all the bitches were right there with you.
Hell yeah, topless, all that.
Fuck yeah.
I got you. That's why you don't have a woman, because you
I
don't know
know.
how to mop it.
I just don't cook. Fuck it. I go to Carlos's house.
Mike takes care of his mom, and
I try.
so once in a while,
My hat's off to you,
his
bro.
mom
I
tries
try.
to freaking help him out. And he was telling me he had these steaks fucking thawing out, waiting for
Dude.
him to get off work so that he
Dude.
could freaking barbecue those steaks for dinner.
Right.
His mom decided to help him out. So she took his 1-inch steaks and
Wait, is that a joke?
no,
No.
Oh,
this
okay,
is
you're one
serious
inch
shit.
he had them cut 1 inch.
Oh, those are thick.
She
Good
turned them into
fucking
3
good one.
steaks apiece.
Yeah, she decided we got
She
more
turned them
people,
into
so
like
I'm gonna
slivers of
cut 'em in
steaks.
So you had carne asada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, why don't you just
Carne
take,
asada tacos.
why don't you just take another package of steak and thaw it out with them?
Okay,
But
so how
it's
about
all-
steak?
It's all good.
She's like, I was worried there wasn't going to be enough.
It's all
And
good.
Mike's like, dude, she fucked my whole plate. He was so mad.
fucking steak.
So what about carne? So what about your steak? How's your steak game?
Yeah.
Because I got you on the steak game if you want to know.
It depends on how long. As far as to marinate them,
Right.
you know, either it's a rub if you're in a hurry,
Right. Right.
or if you got plenty of time, then
Right.
you do the fucking liquid soak. and
Okay.
marinate 'em,
Liquid
but-
soak. What does that entail? The
Well,
liquid
lots
soak.
of oil.
Well, that's
Fucking-
like your fucking ham that you throw
Mm-hmm.
freaking Coke in there.
If you throw the
You told my secret on the podcast.
hell no.
I'll tell your secrets everywhere.
I do. I do.
My go-to is either a little bit of wine, some kind of red wine, whatever the fuck is open on the counter,
Okay.
or in the fridge.
MD 2020.
You don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
wine left over.
Well, I don't drink wine, so it's whatever my mom has open. On the liquid stuff.
So you stealing your mom's wine?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It all goes to her because she eats the shit. So
Okay.
it
She eats wine or drinks wine?
either way,
Okay.
it
got
makes her happy. All about making her happy.
Right.
Put on my liquid brines or whatever for 6 hours. Whatever fucking rub you put on the steak or your fucking seasoning and shit, and you put it back in the fridge and let it sit for 4 to 6 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Then the ideal thing is to take it out of the fridge, let it sit on the countertop for at
Yeah.
least fucking an hour at least to get to room temperature.
Yes, my man.
Then you would put it in the fucking on the grill, whatever.
Dude, Mike knows what he's doing.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if it's a quick dinner and all that shit, you do the dry rub all on the shit.
Right.
throw your oil or whiskey or beer, whatever the fuck on there to kind of make it a little bit runny.
Right.
Flop it over a couple times, then throw it on the grill.
This is a food podcast.
Huh.
I like that.
We talk about everything.
I love
like that.
eating.
Hey,
I
you know
love
what?
eating.
I want to congratulate you because you talk more on this podcast than any other podcast.
Well, thank you.
I did it.
It's all
He's
in the
been-
person.
Yes.
It's all in the person.
He's been trying to talk more every
I have.
podcast.
Yes, I like that. I like that.
All in who's.
See,
I think
that's
you
good.
I think you finally realized that people like listening to him
I know.
way more than they like listening to my stupid ass.
I'm just here for Carlos.
Mike is
I'm just
sexy.
here in
Mike
the
is
back.
sexy. Powder Sugar got it going on.
I'm pretty much just a fucking ass in the background that fucking people don't know.
That's what I am. That's what I'm thinking.
No, I'm the ass.
No.
People like listening to you.
You know what, Carlos?
that's
you
the
got an
ordeal.
ass, bro.
I do.
You
It's
got
a big fucking ass.
you got some serious back. They call that back.
That motherfucker's got back for days, huh?
He's got back for days.
Days and days.
Hey, you know when Carlos walked backwards? Beep, beep, beep,
The only people that want to talk to me are people that want to fucking hear about shit. People talk to me when they feel like they want to be abused.
Yeah,
That's the only people that want to talk to me.
that's why I love him.
You know
I'm
what?
sadistic like that.
I think you try really hard to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like I think that
Yeah,
No,
yeah. There
I don't
you
really
go.
try to be an asshole.
I think you do.
That's just
He's
how I
all-
come off.
That's just
Nah.
normal. No, it's not
nah,
normal,
because
dude.
this motherfucker's a teddy bear, man. He's
Yeah.
like a teddy bear and shit.
That's my friend, dude.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Straight the fuck up.
I
Look at
try.
that. I like that. I
I'll
like
tell you what. This last fucking weekend, Mike and I went up. So we had my son and a couple of our freaking bonus kids had
Camping for their.
They had a fucking elk camp set up, and we went up to fucking check it out.
They borrowed their.
They had my RV and shit. So I was like, they had my RV, they had my chainsaw, they had all my fucking shit.
Oh god.
So I was like, we're gonna go up just to check on them because that, like, basically all their shit's mine. So I wanted to just make sure that everything was good.
right.
Holy shit, dude! We started laughing before we even got to their camp because we
Yeah.
could see it,
Well, as we come over the fucking.
and I
ridge,
was like, it reminded me
Oh.
of when we were kids.
he's like, "There's my RV."
Yeah. We pull in, and like you could clearly tell that they showed up in the middle of the night.
They
And we're
just
like, okay, this is good.
Pulled
enough.
right
Fuck
into
this.
the.
They got like my
Oh,
RV's like
fuck.
all fucking sitting on an angle.
Cattywampus,
I was
yeah.
like, they're
Well,
sleeping upside down.
It's all cool for guys. It's a guy thing.
Yeah.
But as soon as Sarah fucking showed up, dude,
God, dude.
it was the end of the fucking
She threw a
world.
fit.
I mean, they're
You
parked
can't
on the end of.
fucking
They
do
basically
that.
pulled down a fucking little dead end road. Pulled until it was too muddy to pull any farther.
Right.
There's coolers sitting in the mud. You can't stand
big
outside
fucking
without
mud
standing
puddle.
in the mud. Yeah, but it was just a fucking mess.
You
And
can't
I-
fucking camp
but
like that.
That's how we used to do it when we were
Right.
kids.
Yeah.
Right. Because you didn't give a
They're
shit.
just lucky that they have an RV to get into because we did it.
Jacob's looking at her like, "Mom, we just sleep in there.
Yeah.
That's all it's for, so we can sleep and be dry."
And like for us, we like, I got to make sure it's level so the fridge works.
Yeah.
I got to make sure that blah, blah, blah.
Well,
that-
and it reminded us, when we used to do it when we were their age, we didn't have anybody with an RV. that
No,
would let us
Right,
It was all
right.
tense.
We were sleeping in. I mean, we
Under
used to
the
do a
truck.
weekend.
Right.
We used to go camping for 3 days
right.
with a bag of Doritos, a 30-pack of beer, and
For
sleep
3
in our
days?
passenger seat.
Maybe
A 30 pack
package
for
of
3
hot
days.
dogs.
A
Yeah.
30 pack for 3 days.
No,
No.
we usually had like.
That was
Dude, we were
Mm.
kids, so we were drinking like a bottle of schnapps that we stole.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we
okay.
We always had Mad
Okay.
Dog and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You
We
know?
had some
Mad
Mad Dog, and
Oh.
that kind of shit.
See, that's good stuff, man.
Red Bull,
Oh, you know what? You know all about malt liquor.
malt
So-
liquor.
Sweat smart liquor.
What the fuck?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I was young, fuck, I drink whatever.
Red
Fucking,
Bull,
you know?
Oh, Mickey's.
Mickey's,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
Mickey's.
Oh,
See, that was the white-
horrible. Dude.
Mickey's was the
God-
white man's sweat smart
Goddamn little
liquor.
fucking Irish
8 ball.
motherfuckers.
8 ball.
8 ball.
Mm-hmm. That was good shit.
That was not good shit.
Okay, it wasn't.
You
It
made
worked.
yourself think it was.
It wasn't Boone's Farm.
Boons.
You remember?
Raspberry
You remember the
boons.
2-liter fucking wine coolers?
Yeah.
Mm. Say, I think my wife still drinks those.
No, they don't make them anymore.
What was that brand?
I remember 2 liter a 2 liter of wine coolers was like $4.
Not
and you could get
Carnation,
any girl naked with that.
Yeah. Watermelon.
Epstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that in high school, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You'd buy like 2 of those, and it was just so that whatever girl was at the party,
One of
get
them's getting naked.
yeah,
I'm learning a lot about you guys.
Fucking
that's
white
how it
guys.
worked out,
Fucking
yeah.
bastards.
yeah.
Oh my God. So
You couldn't just say, show me your tits, and they would do it, but you had to work
It
up
wasn't
to
that
it.
easy, dude.
was it ever that easy?
It was terrible.
Yeah,
It is
pretty
now.
bad.
I mean,
You guys crack me up, man.
the 45 and older
Oh, it
crowd.
wasn't like that over there.
45,
St. Louis area,
45 and
or
older.
Kansas City area.
Shit.
It was, but I can't kiss and tell. So
Yeah.
Dude, I lived in Missouri for a while.
you lived in Missouri probably 3 months.
No, I lived there for
3
almost
months.
a year.
Okay.
And I lived in Springfield area.
Yeah, that's a totally different animal
Totally
than where
different
I
area.
was. Yeah.
But,
We used to play softball down there.
well, Springfield, so you know, because you live there,
Mm-hmm.
Springfield has 7 colleges.
Oh,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
7 colleges. And 2 of them are
damn.
big colleges. And
I get it now.
I didn't go to college. And I'll tell you what I learned.
Fuck.
I'll tell you what I learned. When you live in a city that has 7
Yeah.
colleges and you don't go to college,
Yeah.
college students know
Yeah.
when
That-
you don't go to college.
They do. Because you're like, what y'all learning today?
I was trying to pretend like I was a college kid, and I was not. And I fucking stood out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pick up these college chicks, and they're like, "Well, what do you do?" And
He's
I'm
all, oh, that's cool. Show me your
like,
tits.
I can't even answer your question.
What y'all learning today?
He
Yeah.
just goes to the street. Show me your tits. That's all that matters.
I loved Missouri though, dude. I loved it.
Hey, Missouri's cool, man. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with Missouri, for real. The cost of living is fabulous.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
it's cheap there.
Oh, it's cheap. My brother, so I'll tell you a story about my brother real quick. So my brother said, like a dumbass, he set his phone on his car and forgot about it. And he was going to work and the phone fell off. And he was looking at his camera and he saw that a crackhead had picked up his phone.
Crackhead.
And now, listen, you got to pay attention. So he said a crackhead picked up my phone and took off with it. And so he called the police and he said, I know who took it. I just pinged my phone. It's at this crackhead's house. The crackhead is like, I don't have it.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Even though it pinged at his address.
Yeah.
But I asked my brother, I was like, damn, bro, you got an all right neighborhood. Why are you living by crackheads? He's like, well, I don't. You know, everybody in my neighborhood has a $200,000 house. And I'm like, $200,000 house?
What the fuck?
Yeah, like I would love to have a $200,000 house. You know what I'm saying? That's why I miss that area. The cost of living is cheaper compared to
Copy.
Oregon. Oregon's expensive.
Yeah.
Oregon is expensive.
You can't even find a $200,000 house in Roseburg.
No, it's a property. That's
Yeah.
what it is. The actual land.
Yeah. Now, if you could find that land or something like that, that's what I would love to do. Come over here, find a little
Oh,
property.
dude, I would love it if you guys moved over here.
Yeah.
I would. I think
it
we'd
would
have a good
be
You
time.
cool.
couldn't
fuck.
do what you do over here.
No, but I think, you know.
You could maybe start your own thing over here.
No, I
Maybe
got like
if you
10
guys
years.
expanded.
I got 10 years. I want to work at Umpqua Survival.
I know a
Well,
guy.
you're probably
Hey,
building your fucking.
I know a
you're
guy.
You're probably still employed by the government. You're probably building your fucking retirement.
I am. So I'm not even worried about
Yeah.
like right now, but I would love to come over. I'll come work for you. I'll be the best employee you ever
I think
had.
it'd be awesome.
I'll clean the windows and shit.
I know a guy. I'll throw
you
in
know a
for
guy?
you. Yeah.
I'll sell a gun every minute. Every minute I'll be selling a gun.
Oh shit!
You can be the package guy.
I will.
You just
I
meet
will.
the
He's-
FedEx dude
He's,
every day.
he's
I'll
a
do-
black dude.
I'll do
He
dim.
could totally be the packaging.
Hey. See, there's the racist shit.
into this shit.
Check. Microphone check.
That
Racist
motherfucker.
shit.
To fucking give
Yeah,
you a
there he
check.
goes.
That fucker.
As he takes another sip.
I know.
See that? that
He goes, it gets more. It gets
God
better.
damn it.
that liquor.
In the front, party in the rear.
Shit.
Your paper's done, bro. There's nothing else on your paper.
No, I got more.
Oh, you got more shit?
he's
We'll
always
keep
got-
on.
Honestly,
We're doing
I
a
do all my
3-hour
research. I
podcast.
do all my
Bobby.
research and I never even get through my fucking research.
That's Big Poppy. He's always got more.
I love the 3-hour podcast. I don't give a shit. I'm
Your
having the
wife
best
is gonna
time
be
of my life.
mad as fuck here in a minute.
She ain't getting mad. She's
Oh,
with his
fuck.
wife.
I'm trying to make it go longer now just because your wife fucking called in the middle of the
Exactly.
fucking podcast.
It's her fault.
She's freaking ready to go to dinner, and I'm like, fuck her. We're
Why
gonna make
didn't
it
you
longer now.
warn me
Where are you guys eating?
when
I don't know.
Carlos? Were you at my
You
wedding?
act like me
Carlos.
and fucking Larry have any
Carlos.
choice. while
I
we're
do.
eating.
Carlos, were you at my wedding?
Were
I
you
think
at
I
my
was.
wedding?
So why
Okay.
didn't you warn me?
Why didn't you
I
warn me?
I barely knew her.
Oh my god,
All I knew is that.
man!
All I knew is that when
He's such a liar.
All I knew
Oh
is
my
that when
God.
my fucking
If
wife
I
tried to
was
set me
there-
up with her, that all
Hey.
she wanted to do is smoke weed.
Should we take another break? 'Cause,
Do it.
If I
Do
was
it.
there, I would have warned you. That's
you ain't running no background checks tomorrow anyway.
Carlos.
I can do whatever I want.
Okay, fuck.
We're
you.
back.
Owner.
I got
Hello?
Powdered Sugar's talking shit in the background.
I was trying to.
I know. Powdered sugar. A little sprinkle here, a little
I thought it
sprinkle
was
there.
funny. Mike's asking us where we're going with dinner. Like you and I have a fucking
No,
choice.
I was like, you guys are going to fucking Chinese food? Because that's the fucking choice.
That was a Jedi mind trick.
Dude, I'll tell you what.
Your ass was like,
If my wife has anything to do with it, we're not going to Chinese food.
All right. So
I would love
Mexican
Chinese
it is.
But
you
Sarah
going,
hates
you going with
Chinese.
us, right?
No. I don't
Why
know.
not?
I don't know. I don't have a midget to fucking pull out of my pocket.
Dude, if you pull a midget out of your pocket,
I'm
that'd
the
be
man, huh?
Shit.
You know what? You know what I like about you, Mike?
What's that?
Is that you could possibly pull a midget out of your pants.
You never fucking know, huh?
Like you look like the type of guy that would be hoarding a midget.
Yeah. Hey, check this shit out.
Oh shit.
Hey guys, I never told you about her, but here's my good friend Rebecca. She's a midget.
How did
Yeah.
you say Rebecca, dude? That's fucked up.
You like that babe, huh?
I do.
Hey, and I
Sorry.
did it in my white guy voice too.
I understood.
You did
I was trying to translate. What are you saying?
What do you?
not sound like a white guy.
I did sound like a white guy.
White guys, I don't sound like that, bitch.
You ain't white.
Well, I'm close.
No, you ain't white. There ain't nothing white about you.
God
There ain't
damn.
nothing white about you.
Oh shit, dude.
This motherfucker, he's got an
I know.
identity crisis.
He
That's what that
does.
is.
He's like, I'm a fucking Indian. That's what he.
Nah, that motherfucker's Mexican, bro.
Well, and I got
Like-
people telling me I'm racist, dude.
You
You
are.
know what?
You could be.
I tell them my brother-in-law's black.
That's his out.
So why do I got to be the Obama in your life? Why I got to be the Obama
You're
in your
like the
life?
only one.
I'm not racist. My brother-in-law's black. Nigga, 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 nigga. See?
I've never done that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I have. I'm sorry.
I did accuse you of cheating when it was nighttime and you were trying to fucking sneak up on me, though.
Yeah, that motherfucker wouldn't even smile. He said. That's what he
Wow.
told me.
Oh shit!
Wow. You know what? That's okay. That's why I was good in the Marine Corps. I could sneak up on motherfuckers. It didn't work in the National Guard because
What'd
I
you
was
do in the Marine Corps? dude?
artillery.
Where'd you go?
I told you that I was. I did customs.
Just
in
I
the
know,
Marine
but
Corps.
did you get to go anywhere?
I went to the Black Sea. I went to Okinawa, Japan.
Okinawa. Yeah.
Spent a lot of time in Okinawa. I spent like 13 months in Okinawa.
My dad did some training in Okinawa. He said that place is freaking awesome.
Okinawa is cool. And there's a place called Whisper Alley. Did he ever tell you about that?
I don't remember that.
I was an NCO when I went to Okinawa, and I take my troops to Whisper Alley. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I don't think this podcast is ready. For
I
those
think it's
type of
ready,
stories.
dude. I think you should tell us about it.
Well, Whisper Alley was a place where
It was all locked up.
no, it wasn't locked up, but
Mike's just fucking hollering shit out over here.
What the fuck, dude?
that's where the troops would go, and there would be, you know, some nefarious acts.
That's what I was saying. Locked up, so no one would fucking know.
That's where the
know.
fucking shady shit happens, huh?
Shady
damn.
stuff did happen there. There was
Shit.
things called, banana shows and
Nana shows.
That's
banana
where the
shows.
fucking lady boys would always be.
no, that was Thailand.
Oh yeah, wrong,
Yes,
wrong.
you're
fucking
in the
area.
wrong country.
A
Where
little
all
bit
did you
lower on the.
When you were in, where all did you fucking get to go?
Fuck me.
Didn't go too many places. Spent some time on the ship over in the Black Sea, over in Okinawa, and that was about it as far as being able to venture.
So you were in the Orient, fucking.
Yeah, Japan.
My dad said Japan's freaking awesome.
Right.
Japan is amazing. I mean, it kind of molded me as a human as far as food. I love sushi.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's where we should go to dinner.
Why not?
Fuck that.
Dude, I
Let's go.
love sushi.
Nikki, you got
Across
Nikki.
the
I
street.
love sushi, bro. Sushi is good.
Mike likes sushi.
Mike, you like sushi?
I like Susie, not Susie. You know what I'm saying?
He got intense. Hey, Carlos, he got intense. He's like, I like Susie.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh shit!
I like their noodles. How's that sound?
That sounds good, Mike.
All right. That's where I'm at.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Is this the longest podcast you've ever
Oh
had?
no,
No,
dude.
hell no.
No, dude, we're only 2.5, and we've done 3.5. So
So
Oh,
Here-
we need to break that.
this little girl that my mom and I helped out,
Wait,
rough-
did you stop about little girl?
rough family.
Okay.
She stayed at our house
Okay.
because her shit fucking
What's her name? Susie?
no.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But anyways, she enlisted. She was one of the last Marine Corps to be in the police. They don't do that anymore for the police force. And
They don't do MPs?
no,
Really? In the Marine Corps?
they supposedly they changed that. The Marines don't offer that anymore.
What? That's crazy. I didn't know that. I wouldn't know.
So
Damn, that's cool.
it's just kind of neat to be part of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's in Washington D.C. doing her shit, and
Still in the Corps.
this was like within a year.
That's pretty awesome.
And then her spouse,
Mm-hmm.
they just got married. He's in Okinawa still,
Oh, okay.
but
So you were like a mentor, huh?
I tried. My
That's
mom
good.
tried. You know, we
That's
did our
good.
thing, and
That's good, Mike. I like that.
she had a shitty life, and we were there. We had an open door, and
You seem like you'd be a good mentor.
I tried.
I mean, you kind of have baked on some shit, but you seem like
I got a lot of. I got a lot of.
as long as you can pass by the fucking
Hey.
bullshit.
I know. I'm trying to swim through the bullshit.
I got a lot of sheds in my backyard, dude.
Dead bodies and shit. God
Hey,
damn, Mike.
I ain't gonna fucking confirm.
This is
or-
your best friend.
I ain't denying shit, but I know how to do stuff. I know how to make shit happen.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. Like, no matter where you served, Army, Marines, I mean, it's a good life, and especially putting like these troops in. Like when you mentor a kid that goes into the Marine Corps, I had one kid. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I made him do all kinds of exercises in the program. He's a knucklehead. And I'm going to tell you, this kid went into the Marine Corps. He sent me a message. He was like, sir, I really appreciate how you just would not give up.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I do.
ugh,
I do know what you're saying.
Dude, sometimes I've noticed the biggest knuckleheads
Or my fucking
end
kids.
up being the biggest freaking success stories.
it is.
You know.
I mean, like, would you rather spend your time with somebody that is completely compliant the whole time?
No.
Or would you rather? Because my favorite people to work with,
You gotta
are
have someone that fucking like what?
Yeah.
Well, I
mean,
think it's because they challenge you.
Yeah.
they do.
So, I mean,
It's a challenge for you personally, and a challenge to them, in personally.
yeah.
You know,
Hell
I think
yeah.
you get someone that's, they've got a few problems.
Mhm.
a
You
lot
do
of problems.
just enough to get them on the right track.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, they're good enough.
No.
And they're not.
But it's the people that are fucked up,
Yeah.
Right.
and you're like, no, I'm fucking saving this fool.
I'm following this all the way
Because you got to
through.
figure there's three types
All
of
the
people.
way
in this
through.
world.
It almost makes you think that maybe the people that weren't as bad that you did a half-ass job on.
Yeah. Because think about the three types of people in this world. There's nice people, then there's nice people, and then there's difficult people, and then there are sneaky people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one person is nice, right?
Yep.
Like you see it every day. They're helpful.
You see it coming to you.
Yeah. The one person is difficult. The person in the middle, they're difficult. They're hard to work with. And then there's the sneaky person. Now, the reason why there's a sneaky person is because they want to do well, but you don't nurture them enough.
Yeah.
And so for me, working with difficult people, I know exactly what I'm going to get from that difficult person. Because they don't
100%.
They tell you they don't like this. There's no doubt. Right. And so, yeah, I love difficult people. And those are the people that have the most growth. But then you got douchebag alert.
It's the biggest douchebag ever. Hey, look at that.
Douchebag alert.
It's the spoils of someone else's fucking problem.
You have no idea, do you?
No, I do.
Okay.
I do. That's Jacob. I know.
Oh, you knew it was Jacob. You knew it was Jacob coming.
I see them motherfuckers in the window.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I didn't even know that.
Hello, honey.
Hey, how did fucking Marshall's go? Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it was.
That was like an hours long of our podcast was Marshall's because of you.
What are you exchanging?
That'll be all right. She won't know.
You mean Carlos had a toddler size in this store?
We only have a handful of them, dude.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I picked up.
Of course. Hey,
Sarah.
Sarah, where you going?
Sir,
I'm
go
sure
make it
there
right.
is.
So we got a special
So
guest.
our old ladies are here. And so now they're raiding the fridge to see what there is to drink.
My favorite young man is right here.
I think it's time to.
Call me your old lady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So wait, Jacob just had a birthday.
He did.
he did.
2 days ago.
What are you, 29 now?
Yeah, fucking young.
Wow. You're
He's-
a beautiful kid.
He's an old fucking man now. Bitch, what?
He might make it if mommy,
Mommy
As long as
does
she'll leave him
something.
alone.
Yeah, mommy will leave him.
Where's your girlfriend, Jacob?
Lucky guy.
Hey, she guys got nice tits.
She has nice tits.
I'm just saying. I see pictures.
You are a creeper.
Mike's a creep.
He was looking at your ex-girlfriend.
I love you, Jacob.
Oh, shit, dude.
Oh, my God.
That motherfucker walked off.
I think Carlos is trying to get off of this podcast now.
Yeah. Hey, I love you. Where are we at?
We're going to try and wrap it up, I guess.
Where are we at?
Oh, shit. Fucking Larry. What are
Fucking
you doing?
badass.
Don't talk to her. Fuck her. You talk
Sorry.
to her all the time.
Badass some
Carlos.
bitch right here, Larry.
I'm going to tell you what. It has been very fun. I don't know how much of this you're going to play, but
I'm going to play it
All
all.
of it. Every fucking bit of it.
Dude, I don't edit shit out unless you tell me to.
I love it. I don't remember if anything is bad. So
I like
cool.
the fact that
None of it
people
is
get
bad.
to learn what they actually said after they listened to it.
None of it is bad.
I didn't do too bad, though. Right?
No.
You did awesome.
You did awesome.
And I'll tell you what, I will totally take you up on the freaking
Yeah.
opportunity to come speak at your school.
I want you to
Anytime.
come.
I would totally
Any
come over there.
I want
fucking
you to come.
time.
I think you're a success
I
story.
love it, dude. I love it.
I think where you come
100%.
in, like,
And
It's
I
fucking
think
brilliant.
If
That's
you were
the
not,
whole.
if you are not trying to build on the youth, then you're totally in the wrong freaking thing.
yeah.
You know.
But you know me, how much I love my job. To invite you is a real deal.
No, I
Goddamn
appreciate
right.
it.
Both of you guys.
I love
come.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just stay
I
away
love it.
from Jacob's girlfriend, please.
Well,
She's got nice boobs, though.
you can't
Kurt.
come talk.
she's crazy. So
Okay.
I just had to throw that in there.
That Jacob likes the crazy ones. dude.
She does.
The last one was.
I think the crazy one's like Jacob. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, maybe he's the problem.
Yeah, that
He
could
is.
be. He likes them crazy.
That bitch.
He is my kid,
tits.
dude. Freaking so.
That bitch has some cool boobs. I'm just saying.
Do y'all have sushi here in town?
They're
Yeah,
all
right
on
across the street.
social media is a
Are you
motherfucker.
ready to have some sushi?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'll tell you what.
It was fun.
Dude, I've had an amazing time.
Larry is fucking
I
bad.
love you, man. I love you.
I
man.
love it.
You're awesome.
I have. We'll get
Was
into
this
it.
a good one?
Yeah.
This is a
always
good
a good
one.
one.
Straight
Okay.
the
Love
fuck
it.
up
Okay.
good.
I want you to leave here with a good taste in your mouth.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
powdered sugar, bitches. What? That's what I do. That's what I do.
Oh, shit, dude.
I got
See,
him
that's why
hooked.
my eyes water.
I got him hooked, brother.
God. I love it, dude.
Okay.
I've had a fucking awesome time.
Yeah.
That's good.
I hope you had a good time.
I had a blast. This was like
I don't
the-
give a shit
the-
if Mike had a good time. Fuck him.
Yeah,
This is
fuck
the
that
best
guy.
part of my trip to Roseburg. Was
Yeah?
hanging out with you.
You did.
Yeah,
you
you're
need
cool.
to do it more often.
I will.
And
You were
And
gonna. You were
hook
gonna.
that- hook
I thought
that-
the best part was gonna be when you played golf with our father-in-law.
oh fuck
No,
that.
I passed on that. But you need to sponsor more trips for me to come over.
I'll sponsor that shit.
do
You
it.
hook it the fuck up. Whether you're sitting in your house doing the
Let's do it.
So
fucking we're
I've got a buddy who's a fishing guide.
Right.
yeah.
And Mike and I've been trying to put I go with my one buddy, but Mike and I have been trying to put together a trip where we can go too.
I think he does shit on the
Maybe I'll get
shoots,
you
too.
in on it too, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah.
We'll go do some fishing.
Hey, we could do a podcast from the boat.
on the boat.
I don't think
On
that
the
would
boat.
work very well,
Fuck
but we
that.
could
You
try.
got your cell phone.
We could try this
we could do it.
A cell phone podcast.
Hey,
Hey,
lost signal. Hey. Dramamine.
You got the multiple cell phones doing videos, and you can just
Oh, dude.
Put 'em all
One of these
together.
days, pretty soon. I think maybe next year I'm going to try and start doing some video ones. Maybe once a month do a video one, and the rest will be
on
audio
spot,
only.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think I'll work into it because
We
I
kind of
would love
talked
that
about
video.
our elk hunt.
Let's
I don't know if
bullshit.
anyone wants to look at my fat ass on the fucking video, but
I'll look at you.
I
You're
think
good.
it'd be
I
You're a
love
good
you,
looking
Carlos.
dude, man.
I
You're
love
a
you,
good looking dude.
Carlos.
I think it'll be fine.
You're inspirational.
whatever. Dude.
You're my friend.
You.
You're my
Mike, it's all
friend.
mushy.
It's
dude.
like
Look at
Brokeback
it.
Mountain up in this
I know.
motherfucker.
Son of
What's
a
up?
bitch. You don't
Oh,
remember?
you'll never quit. I'll
Hey.
never quit you.
You don't remember?
Mike's over here trying to jerk me off.
That was
God damn
fucking
it.
Get your
years-
hand off his thigh, Mike.
Man, that was years ago, bitch. That's
You
why I'm
do
here
something
now.
one time, and they hold it against you forever.
That's why
Do something gay. You're always gay. I get it.
Ah,
It's
shit.
okay.
Fucking Larry, I'm glad you fucking came on the show, dude. I've been trying to get you on for a long time, so
It was fun, man. I had a good time.
I knew we'd have a good show with you on.
It was amazing.
because you're a funny dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
I
it.
hope you had fun.
I did.
I really, actually, I want to tell you, I'm actually inspired by what you do.
what you do.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
I think that whole program is
100%.
awesome, and I think the way that you embrace it is freaking amazing.
I
It
like
is.
Your whole, you could work there and not do any of that Instagram or TikTok shit.
If people aren't inspired
But
by what you do, then they're the
you
problem.
are actually inspired by what you do,
They are the
and
problem.
that's the whole reason you create that shit.
Yep.
And I honestly believe that you doing that has made that program better. Whether or not they
Straight
want to
up.
freaking embrace it or not, I don't think it would be what it is without you.
I appreciate it.
100%.
And I hope that they actually listen to you a little bit and take some of your advice. And I would be honored to come over and be a speaker.
Hell yeah. You got a spot.
I love the fact that you came and were on the show. I wanted you on the show even before I realized how awesome you were about what you do.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Just
that.
because I love you and you're a fucking funny dude.
That's what he does.
Fuck your blowjob fucking images.
That's what he does.
You know what? I'll punch you in the fucking mouth.
I did not do that. He's lying.
You think because you're a black dude that you can fucking
I am
take
a
me?
saint.
I will fuck
I am
you
a
up.
saint.
That ain't part of the white card or the black
You know
card.
what? Just because we're dark.
I'm confused.
Motherfucker, you said you were white. Okay? So I don't want to hear this shit.
I will fuck you up.
Blowjobs only. Fuck.
Anyways, I'm glad you were on the show. If anyone's offended by any of the racist comments that happened on this show,
Fuck off.
you can fuck the hell right off.
It's Carlos's problem.
Because it's my brother-in-law, and
Them motherfuckers are
I
shit.
love this guy.
I'm not really black.
No, I'm not either.
Oh, yeah?
So he's really racist.
I know he is.
This guy just is
That
in the
fucking
sun
idiot.
a lot. He's in the sun
I got a
lot.
good tan. It's chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chocolate
It's
starfish.
a Missouri thing.
Hey, look,
Chocolate
he's got his
starfish?
glasses. He's ready to go. Look, he's got
You're
his
pointing at
glasses in his
cock,
phone.
dude. Why are you pointing at his cock?
No, he's got his
little.
glasses and his phone in his hand.
Yeah,
So, how... Chocolate starfish
fucking powdered sugar.
and the hot dog flavored water. What the fuck?
And anyone that knows Mike,
Sushi.
especially
Sushi.
the people that work for him,
Hey, how you doing?
his new nickname is powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar, bitches.
Chicken bow wow. Powdered sugar,
If you call him by his nickname, you may get an extra raise.
I'll give you 50 cents, bitches. 50 cents, motherfucker. 50 cents.
Oh shit, Larry! I hope you had a good time.
All right, man. I did. Love you guys.
I love you, dude.
Badass.
I'm glad you had a good time, Mike. It's
Hey.
always fun having you on.
It is what it is, bitches. Let's go.
He tries to talk like he can.
He's so pimp.
He is a pimp, dude. I
This
can
is-
picture him with some bitches,
This is powdered sugar checking
Midgets
out,
only.
biatches.
fucking smacking the shit out of
What
him.
are the
Biatches.
what are the little donuts called? Like
Donut holes.
donut holes.
Donuts, motherfucker. Donuts.
This is all for the small women. Donut holes for
The
you.
small one.
Dude, end
Mike's
it.
all about
Will you
the small
end it?
women.
God damn it. Just end it.
If you're under 4 foot tall, I want you.
You got that toddler. That toddler. End that shit.
Oh shit, dude. Anyways, we've talked for long enough. We're just
I love
talking
you, man.
nonsense now. And if there's any midgets out there looking for a man,
Hey.
Mike is on the fucking lookout.
Look
Even if you're
out.
just a short bitch who needs a man.
Hit him up at I like
I'm
midgets.
Quad Survival.
I love midgets
fucking-
at
I don't care. Just
I
send-
love
put a message on the
midgets.com.
podcast. I'll fucking tell Mike you're interested.
You come into Quad
Oh,
Survival. You.
Larry, thank you for coming on.
Thanks,
the show,
brother.
Dude.
All right.
I love you, man.
Love you
I'm
too,
glad
bro.
you came on.
Badass.
Mike, it's always fun having you on.
All right.
Oh, anyways, until next time.
I
You
love
guys-
midgets.com.
Yeah. You guys have a good one. Talk to you later.